ain't talking about boxing right here. Yeah. If you ain't talking about boxing and why you here, I ain't talking about no numbers. Let's get it. I'm the type to watch a fight while I might smoke a beer. I'm the type to watch these poor boys knock out of the year. Woke up tripping like what am I missing? Shit, they still in there. He ain't knock them out of them. Well, this is fair. I'm finna switch to PBC. I need to see a pointless fight. Like Rolly versus Moroso. The fight for life. Who you picking? Let me put my slip in. Hope we get it right. If it lose, can I stay with you? And who gon' tell my wife? I'm just playing. Join the Patreon. We winning on the regular. VIP in the club. Watching boxing on my cellular. I'm telling you. And I got the list of string of fights, cause like everything in life, I'm only buying what I like. I'm trying to see somebody laid out. Looking at the lights, I got a big fish last year. I'm eating something tonight, smoking 6-pack steel. It's a one-on-one smoke. Tried to swim without getting wet, and he died in a boat. That motherfucker capsized, the dead body float. Cataract, you can see the fire through the smoke. Need to just go live, hit that like button for me, then press and subscribe. Need to really go live, fucking subscribe. What's the motherfucking deal? Round of applause for everybody who is currently in this bitch. Thank y'all for being here. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being here. God damn, we got a lot of shit to discuss. I'm in here with my boy. Introduce yourself, homie. OTT Way Boxing.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the show.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we going live because you know I'm not finna be going back and forth with a lot of niggas on Twitter all day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Fotex, first one in the building. Mo really went from main event down to undercard. Sheesh. I mean, you know, some people saying it's crazy work. Some people saying, you know, it ain't a bad thing. Alberto on deck. Respect on your boxing takes, but you need to leave the mic alone respectfully. That's crazy work. Off a boxing intro, that's nasty, man. I'm really cold. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm really harsh like that. But yeah. Appreciate you for being here, Alberto. Even though you ain't, you know, a fan of my rapping skills. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy work. Hurt my feelings. I'm gonna remember that shit. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people feeling like Norman is ducking, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like, you know, he don't want that smoke for real. Like he playing games. As Eddie Hearn would say, he clout chasing, he bullshitting, he just using the name. And then you got the other side that's saying, you know, Eddie is they saying Eddie's essentially using Brian Norman as the scapegoat for why they're getting ready to do what they're about to do with Karen Chukadzian. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Gas on deck. Bruce, what's the word? Blunt man, salute. Salute to you, Bruce Gas, the OG, the boxing wizard. What's going on, OG? I got to get with you, man. I know I hit you up a long time ago about going through some classic fights and things like that. You know, I got the magazines, I got them cars. I want to do something with that, man. I still got magazines I ain't got into, cars I ain't open. I got fighters I want to look into, get into that classical side of the sport. So if you down to do that, let's do that. King Mitch, my dog, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's the word? What's the deal? Fotex, blunts, hold grudges. Man, listen, do I? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm finna drop the link in here. I ain't gonna waste too much time. I want to chop it up with everybody, see how they feel. If anybody wants to chop it up, you ain't gotta hit the link. You ain't gotta jump on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think it's a duck. I'm gonna just tell you right now, for me, it's a goose. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't think Norman is out here ducking, man. I think, you know, he has valid reasons. Him and his father got valid reasons for why they not finna take that 1.5. Yes, it's significantly higher than what he made to fight Centillion. But money ain't everything, as they say. All money ain't good money. You know what I mean? And I believe he could get more for the fight too. You know what I'm saying? In due time. So with all that said, that's what we here for, man. We're here to talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you asked me, bro, what I thought. I ain't was that a duck? Is that a duck in the building? Is it a motherfucking?
Ah,
Was that a
shit,
motherfucking duck? Is it a duck or is it not a duck? I mean, you let me know. What you think?
man. I would say, yeah, I say it's a respectable one though. It ain't like
A
them
respectable
typical.
duck?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Meaning like, okay, we, I can respect his reasons why. You feel like, okay, we're not gonna get what everybody is seeing on the reports after taxes plus the fees. So I can respect that. But I would say, yeah, it is because simply, I mean, man, this could be a once in a lifetime opportunity. You might not even get to see a fight like a Boots or a fight of that magnitude anymore. So it's like, damn, bro, like I was talking to one of the other guys, like, man, this is the best time right now to see it if you that dude, if you the one to take the throne over Boots. So the past is over. It's gonna kind of suck, but hopefully he can make it up for it and you know get more fights to obviously garner that price tag that they want. But yeah, like I said, I would call it respectable duck though.
Word, respectable duck. Shit, I mean, when you say it's like he might not ever get this opportunity again. I mean, how do you see Norman's career going in the future? Like, do you think
Man,
he's gonna
good question.
lose soon or?
So I think his career gonna go is he gonna have a lot of tough fights.
Mm,
Because the guy he's finna fight that's coming, Derek Cuevas, that's being reported.
mhm,
What I look, he looked like he's gonna be a pretty tough challenge, pretty tall, 147 pounder as well. Um, looks like he has a decent job. I gotta look more into him, but yeah, he look like that's gonna be a fight that I ain't gonna lie. It's probably gonna be another tough one for him. But I see he having a little rocky career, man. I think he gonna be a lot of fights that he gonna have to show up for, and I ain't gonna lie, man. The pressure's on him now. He gotta really keep winning to show
mm.
like, hey, I'm still worth the investment to top rank and also other promotional companies who might want to do business with him or like promoters. But yeah, he gonna have a rocky career though. I think he gonna have some tough fights, man. But I think he could prevail with the right attitude.
Word, word, word. Yeah, I think for me, it's like I look at it like, and I already told you. I think all he got to do is keep winning. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
Um,
Yeah. As
again,
easy
like,
as it sounds, but yeah, exactly. Gotta
yeah,
keep winning.
you got to
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
winning, man. Whoever you fight, whatever it is, you just got to win, dog. If you win, you'll be all right. It'll come a time where they got to pay you more than 1.5 to take that shit. And I just look at it like it's a lot of risks that come with fighting that nigga, and to watch him walk away with 2.53 million, and you walk away with 800, maybe 750, 600. I just
Yeah.
think that's wild, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he might knock you the fuck out, destroy your brain cells, break your brain stem. Who knows what the
Facts.
fuck might happen. You know what I'm saying? He might change his life forever, turn him to a goddamn vegetable. And you ain't get shit out of that shit. And you got your belt took, and he did it in
Right.
front of all his friends and family. You know what I'm saying? In his city, like that's just crazy work to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I personally, man, I ain't really feeling the duck talk. Like I think they made good points, Norman Senior and them. Eddie Hearn does have a reputation for making shit up. Well, I don't want to say making shit up because I can't confirm that, but he's thrown some salt and shade on niggas' names before. Try to get up there and act like he don't know who the fuck Norman Senior is and all this other kind of shit. These people will never make this kind of money. I don't know who Adrian Clark is. I don't, whatever Brian Norman Sr.'s name is. Like he say his whole fucking name, they say whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that's just crazy. Fotex said Hearn possibly exploring a boost move to 154. We did see that. Me and
Yeah.
me and bro watched that yesterday.
Yep.
Um, where he said he'll possibly vacate the belt and move up. I just can't see it. I mean, Boots ain't mentioned nothing about it, right? He said he want to
Exactly.
get
Hasn't. Yeah.
undisputed at 47. So
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to say it. That's what I think to keep in mind as well, y'all. We gotta actually wait to see what Boost team feels about everything. Which I don't know when are we gonna hear them talk, but that's something too we got to look out for.
hell
'Cause they
yeah,
haven't said nothing yet.
yeah. I mean, Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I do get both sides why people feel how they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can respect it all. I can see both sides. That's
Yeah,
why I just call it respectable. But yeah, man, it's just
that
yeah.
nigga Norman was in the negotiations playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and shit. That nigga was smoking,
Yep.
sitting up there, goddamn, trying to decide is it worth it, is it not?
Right.
Shit. I mean, me personally, man, I just don't think it's worth it, dog. I really honestly didn't even want to go live, but you know, fuck it. I made this thumbnail. I scheduled this motherfucker. So here we are.
Right. Right.
But but yeah, I mean, let me see. I just had this dude, Hamed Boxing on Twitter, comment and he said 800K is virtually close to 1 million. They asked for another 500K, not 200K. A guy who's only made 100K getting 1 million is more than fair. Most of the guys defending Norman are just Crawford fans who dislike Boots.
Mm, I
That's
think so. That
crazy work.
yeah, yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's crazy work. I'm like, what the fuck? He said that nigga Norman was playing Deal or No Deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what the fuck? Like, I
yeah,
don't think this
it's
got shit to do with Crawford. This ain't got shit to do with disliking Boots. For me, it's simply, bruh. 800K, it's not a
right.
million. Whether it's virtually close, it's not a million. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
The
not
goal is for them to walk away with
a million.
a
Yeah,
million or
at
more.
least exactly. Yeah,
Exactly, at
I can
least.
respect that.
Um,
Yeah.
Me personally, I can't say what's fair for the nigga to make because I ain't no
Everybody
fighter.
said
You know what
right,
I mean?
right,
I can't tell a nigga what's fair for that nigga. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
right.
involved.
Uh,
Um, I think he's mistaken. They asked for another 500K so that they can walk home or take home a million, at least a million. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want.
mhm,
That's what they need. You know what I mean? For whatever the fuck they got going on, that's on them.
yeah,
But I get it, man. I get it. I wouldn't be cool with watching Boots take my motherfucking belt, beat me up in front of his friends, and now he laughing to the bank, and I'm at home count 750,000. I ain't moved the
right.
tax bracket. I'm still in 100,000, still making six figures. Like, bruh, my nose broke, my belt gone, my girl left me. I'm cooked. I'm wasted. I I just can't do it, dog. I just that's fucked up. Like, come on, man. I need to get at least 1.3 so the pain it don't hurt the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Different.
yeah. So yeah, well, I would say I don't know what y'all suggest, but I would just say for the time being, we gotta move on to what is now in the present. Is hey, like you say, keep winning. Hopefully, you win this next fight. On paper, it look like it'd be tough, but hopefully, you win his next fight. Get a couple more notches under his belt, and hey, they can't deny you. They can't deny the offer that you ask. So yeah, man, I will hope. Team Norm, if y'all listening, just keep doing y'all thing, man. Keep knocking these dudes off. And yeah,
Q to
yeah.
G, what's the deal? Lost Art of Boxing to LAB. What's the word, Q? Hey, they saying Q. They
What's up,
saying
you?
that Norman Jr. is ducking Jerron Ennis, man. I don't agree, Q. I ain't gonna lie, G. I can't see it, dog. You know what I'm saying? Although the homie, he say it's a respectable duck. It could
Yeah,
be a respectable duck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but who am I to tell a nigga what to take? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, right.
if
Yeah, who?
if all the other fighters is coming out saying they ain't offering no bread,
Oh yeah,
something
touch
must
on
be
that.
going on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Stanley
like
said they ain't paying shit.
right.
I mean,
Because they gonna want more, like you were saying earlier. They the cheapest guys, Norman. So if y'all can't give us what we want, we the really the cheapest of the bunch. Like you were saying about Barrios, he was getting probably a meal with Thurman and or close to it with Tank. So they're gonna want more. Basically, what I'm trying to say, they're gonna want more than what Norman asked for. So if you can't give what Norman wanted, like I could see what Norman, I mean, yeah, what Norman Senior said, undisputed might not be a Boost future. You know,
yeah, for sure. Hey, my dog Carlos Rosado on deck, big homie, big bro, because the nigga like much older than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah, yeah.
enjoying my youth
Rebel.
still. What's the deal with you, doggy? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Rebel.
What you got going on? Appreciate you being here. Clap it up for everybody who in here, man. We got 6 to 8 motherfuckers in here. I don't know what we got going on. Can I get the clap one time? God damn.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all pulling up and fucking with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't had to be here. Y'all ain't had to
Hell
be
yeah.
here.
Hit the likes for my boy. Share it.
Please do.
Sure.
My boy
Yeah,
King
man.
say Norman Jr. has a belt. It's up to Anderson Hearn to make the offer enticing enough. And this has a
Yeah.
goal of undisputed, so they had to play ball. You see,
Right.
I fuck with that, right? Because what did Norman Jr. What did Norman Sr. say? He said, if Boost really want the belt that bad, all you got to do is come up off another 500K. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because what Errol did, just what Errol said, give him whatever you want.
Right.
Even
Split
if
his
you got to
stomach.
take it from me, give him
Yeah.
what he want.
Right.
That nigga Boost in the office like,
Wait a minute. Are you?
they like, who are you? Eddie up there like nobody knows you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a little fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
both of them ain't household names for real. You know what I'm saying? Now, Boost did do some record breaking numbers recently in Philly. Like, I don't think any Philly fighter has done them type of numbers and shit. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, okay. And, you know what I'm saying? What that got to do with what Norman taking home at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you did all that, but is that going to increase his Norman's bag? You know what I'm saying? Can he get the extra 500K because you bringing all these people in? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not a pocket watching ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult, but the only thing I could resonate with is why the fuck would I let this nigga kick my ass in his backyard? And then check it like this too. Imagine I beat this nigga and this shit go to the cars. And I know for a fact, everybody know I whooped this nigga. And then because I'm in his backyard, I'm in Philly, I cross the street, them niggas rob me on the cars, G. Man, I'm
Yeah.
sick as hell, G. Man, fuck that. Now you done took my belt, send me on with this bullshit ass money. Come on, man. That's bogus as hell, dog. And everybody like, well, just get a rematch clause. Just get a rematch clause. Nigga, we just seen a rematch clause at 147 not take place.
Yeah.
Wasn't Errol Spence supposed to rematch? What the fuck happened? So how the
Yes.
fuck we know Boost ain't gonna pop out and be like, oh man, I can't make the weight, man. That rematch over with. You know what I'm saying? That rematch over with. Well, that's what I guess if they unify first before he grabs all the other belts, then maybe a rematch might happen because he still got work in the division. But if that fight is last, then he might just jump up. But I feel if the fight is last and they save it for last, Norman might get offered more if he can keep his belt, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, bro, you can fight 6 rounds for 250,000 and get 1.5 million on Top Rank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gain experience, you build your profile. You know what I mean? And then when you come back to the table, if that nigga really want that last belt, he gonna pay you for it. And he gonna pay you way more than 1.5.
Exactly. You're gonna have to. Yep.
Carlos say ego and politics. What I say, politistics.
Yeah.
Ego and politics play a big part in negotiations, in my opinion. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But hey, what Norman Sr. say? We was the cheapest out of all of them. That nigga said we
Right.
the cheapest. And I believe that shit. I believe that shit. Out of Stanionis and Barrios, I believe Norman Sr. and Norman Jr. the cheapest ones, man. That take the least amount out of the other champions.
Right.
Barrios, in my opinion, I don't know. They say he got the Mexican fan base. I don't know if Barrios is a Mexican or a Mexican.
Are you a Mexican or a Mexicant?
You know what I'm saying? Cause he be dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying? He be dropping the ball. He already got some L's. He lost to Tank. He lost to Thurman, right? You beat Ugas. Like, what's his best win? Ugas?
Yeah, we could say Ugas.
We can say Ugas. Fabian Maidana
Yeah, that
closed
was
his
decent.
fucking eye. You know what I'm saying? He closed his fucking eye. Marcos Maidana, little brother,
Right.
shut his motherfucking eye. Had his shit swole up. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think I rate Barrios like last on the list. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? I probably have it Boots, Stanionis, Norman, then Barrios.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know,
Right.
that's
Right.
how I see that shit. Barrios, I mean, what the fuck? He probably gonna want a whole astronomical amount of money just to get his eyes swollen again, swollen shut. He gonna get stopped. That's easy work. You know,
Yeah.
Brian Norman probably got the best chance out of all them niggas.
Probably,
I
man.
mean, well, no, Stanionis. I think Stanionis could do very well. And he takes a decent punch, man. That last fight he had against old boy, he was taking some solid ass shots from dude. That was the dude that stopped I think it was Trayvon Marshall.
Yeah, Gabriel Mastery.
Yeah. Q say, man, that's crazy, but Eddie gonna have to invest in Boost as in name opponents. Yeah, for sure. He gonna need to, but it seemed like, you know, if he could lowball niggas, then he gonna lowball niggas too. You know what I mean? So Boost fighting Karen. So Boost is fighting Karen.
Yep, that's what it's looking like.
Shit, dog. That shit bogus, dog. That shit bogus as hell, dog. But you know, I honestly I don't think that's a bad fight either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause that nigga need to redeem himself. Like they was in there booing the shit out of that fight when that shit was happening. That nigga couldn't knock that nigga out. Like we need to see if you knock him out, then we know you developing. You know what I'm saying? We know you improving, you adapting, you changing as a fighter. So I mean, I personally wouldn't mind seeing a fight, but only if he knock him out. If he go 12 rounds again, I'm gonna just think he got a problem with that type of style or something. Like
Yeah. For sure.
Like, come on, dog. So show us you can cut the ring off. Show us you could be effective. Slow this man down. Go to the body. Get him up out of there.
Exactly. Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie. Just keeping that in mind. It's something that we gonna have to see.
500,000 is crazy work, ain't it, G? When this nigga going home with like 2.53, come on, G. I'm not getting knocked out for no 500K, nigga. And I got a belt. Come on, nigga. You gotta pay me.
Oh, for God's sake!
For God's sake, stop fucking playing with the bag, G. Come up off the bread. What records Boost break? Yeah, that nigga. I think that was a record for Philly, man. That some kind of record, G, with the gate and the attendance or some shit.
Yeah, maybe the gate, because the tennis, they didn't break it. I know the tennis is like 40,900. They have 40,100.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe a gate but yeah.
Can't say Boost has the bigger profile and definitely is the A side. Nah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. For sure.
Can't deny that. Yeah.
But shit, if you want that belt, I mean, you know what I mean? Depending on how bad you want it, you must not want it that bad. You know what I mean? You ain't trying to come aboard for a little extra.
But man,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. If we can get Boost people if y'all can share this to Boost people, tell Boost, just give him a little bit of your purse, man. Make the fight happen.
Boost gonna hit you with this right here.
Shut up, sit down, relax.
He gonna tell you to shut up, sit down, relax, take this little bitty ass money. Don't worry, I won't knock you out. I'll carry you. He said Barrios finna lose to Pac-Man. You already know how I feel, G. I definitely feel the same way, man. Everybody say, "Oh, did you see how Pac-Man looked at his exhibition fight?" First of all, it was a goddamn exhibition fight. Second of all, the nigga, did he even have a real camp for that shit? It's not even real rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of bullshit with that shit. Like, he probably didn't even give a fuck for real. He probably was in there doing anything, bullshitting around. Hella ring rust, fucked up. I seen all I needed to see with little ass Fabian Maidana, G. Fabian small as hell in comparison to Barrios, and he's closed that nigga's eye, G. I promise right now, I think Pac-Man, he get a solid camp, spar some decent fighters. He could break Barrios' face. I really believe that. So how much he turned down? So they say he turned down 1.5, like 1.5, 1.7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the manager was on TBV today, right? Adrian Clark was on TBV today, and he said that essentially they would have been taking home about $810K. They got to pay, and Norman clarified the amount to Top Rank, but Top Rank gets 25% for them crossing the street, right?
Yeah.
25% for crossing the street. The manager get 10%.
Yeah.
The trainer get 10%.
Or something. It's some crazy shit.
The trainer get 10%. You got to pay sanction fees on both titles.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Sparring partners got to get paid. The other shit associated with camp got to get paid, and then you got to pay the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
So But when he first knocked off crossing the street, just crossing the street alone and having to pay top rank for them letting you cross the street is like, bro,
That's
that put you down
wild.
to like 1.2 G. You know what I mean? I mean, that shit just crazy work. So so when they got the 800 right, like 750, the reason they asking for an extra 500 is just so they could walk away clear over like 1 million, 1.2, something like that. Text say so. Boost need the KO Karen to vindicate his poor performance, and you know this, man. You know this. Come on, man. Straight like that. Stanionis will get cooked when Boost goes southpaw. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, man, he might get served up. I just know he's gonna be able to take them shots for a little while. That's like a 7-12 type of fight. Might go the distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, tough, man.
That dude sturdy as fuck.
Yeah.
Can't say Barrios a soldier. Come on, King, stop it, G. That nigga's a paper soldier, G. Like real paper, thin paper. You know what I'm saying? What he did at 47, other than, come on, man, like,
Yeah.
Fotex Boost broke an old boxing attendance record in Philly. Come on, man, stall him out, man. That's why he got the A side, man. That's why he got the A side, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Ain't the minimum for a champion like 750,000? Hey, Norman C said something like that today, like it's championship minimums. So, I mean, just imagine, bro. The nigga's only 23 years old. He fought 4 times this year. I mean, bro, you fight what? Say it ain't 750. Say it's 300-400. Like that's decent, G. Right. Do that 2 times a year. Preserve your body, you know, because Norman already got injuries and shit, like had injuries with his hands and shit like that. So, you know, no need to overdo it. Just keep putting on dominating performances, man. If he could knock everybody the fuck out, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say, we don't know these people, but that don't fucking matter because you got them the fuck up out of there. Yeah, man. That's what they did to Bud. He knocked everybody out, but what the fuck? We don't know them niggas. What's wrong with them niggas? Them niggas is old. Them niggas is they gonna have a reason for everything, G. You just need to do your shit. Pac-Man finna be on that juice, and PBC don't be testing their cows. Yeah, man. That's what was that you who said that to me on Twitter? He was like, yeah, you need to juice up, man. Shit. Just use all the juice. I'm telling you, shit. Knock Barrios' ass the fuck out.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Yeah. Alberto say Top Rank was ready to feed Norman and Santini for a reason. He don't got it at the world-class level. Their matchmakers usually don't miss. Well, what happened, man? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got this far.
Right.
He got this far, dog. So, he's a world champion. He's at the top of the world-class level, G. You know what I'm saying?
He destroyed that dude, too. I mean,
he's at the top of the world-class level, bro.
He got eaten. They try to feed. He ate that dude.
He ate that motherfucker up. I ain't gonna lie, G. That was the perfect style for him, too.
Yeah. Perfect
style. And nigga that wasn't gonna come in there and try to box, but press him. That shit was crazy. Respect to all the current welterweight champs, but none of them actually won those titles.
Yeah.
They were in position to get promoted. Their profiles ain't shit. And these are really big fights. You ain't lying, G. Hey, Boost need to just go ahead and move up. Boost need to go ahead and move up.
Yeah, man, that's the thing too. Like, I wish these fighters had avenues that could build their profiles. Because that's the fact. We gotta say 147 ain't nothing because the Arrow and Crawford's left. And then they say, oh, well, Pacquiao come back, shit. Now we might have some. It's like crazy, man. Like, we gotta invest into these dudes who are at the weight class. But just show you, man, a lot of fans, you know, they only care about the names, especially casual fans.
Where Jose, what's the deal? Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you for the support and the love, man. For real. Yeah, all them belts at welterweight. Their email is sickening, man. But what they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Barrios is the best in the division, but he hasn't exhibited any bitch thus far. Headline on pay-per-view twice. None of those other guys have done it yet. Yeah, man. I mean, he's had the bigger fights out of the 147 pounders. He's had the bigger fights, but not at the
Yeah,
division. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, bro. I mean, exhibited any bitch. I mean, when you're getting that kind of money though, to be on a pay-per-view against a big name like Thurman, a big name like Tank, I wouldn't let the bitch show even if the bitch was Hemi. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we gotta go get this bag, nigga. It's time to nut up or shut up, you heard? Fotex say 147 is a mess after Bud and Arrow cleaned up that shit. I mean, it's an organized mess though. Like, we know what's finna happen with this shit.
Yeah.
We know what's finna happen with this shit, man. Robert Garcia Boxing Academy dropped the ball. His game plan was all wrong. Norman saw Santillan plan was to just fight phone booth style, and he made the adjustment to counter and beat him easily. Yeah, that's crazy because I like Robert Garcia a lot, man. I think he's trainer of the year right now, 2024. You can't win them all though. You can't win them all. But yeah, Robert Garcia doing his thing this year, man. I'll be honest, man. When I seen Bam stop Gallo, I was like, I said, what the fuck? I said, sheesh, nigga, cook that nigga. Damn. They sent Rayo out there to box his ass off against Cruz. Come on now. Robert been cooking lately, man. Lindolfo Delgado. He got Arturo Cardenas tomorrow. Like, come on, man. You got boys out there getting to work. Can't say, don't get it fucked up. These will be good fights, but I'm not sure promoters are going to be willing to throw money at these guys so quickly. Hell no. I mean, hell no, dog. Who sells out of all of them? Like, I mean, Boo's probably gonna sell the most, but I don't even know, dog. It's a catastrophe. I just wish Boost would move the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Move the fuck up. Drop your motherfucking nuts. Fuck them weak ass belts at 47. If you really like that, if you really this pound for pound star, fuck it, G. Show Crawford you really the man. Tell that nigga, listen, I'm on the way. Fuck this little belt at 47. These niggas is weak. I want the big boys, you heard? And then move up. Now that would be some boss ass shit right there. I ain't gonna lie. That'll have a nigga talking like, he might be a motherfucking problem. And his money up there waiting on his ass too. That's the crazy part. Why sit around and fuck with these niggas? You can move your ass up there and get the bigger bag immediately. They want to see all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I forgot Barrios got KO'd by Tank. Yeah, man. Shit get tricky out there in them streets. But the weight fucked him up. The weight fucked him up. That was a goddamn fatality. He went in there and Shane sung that nigga. Barrios beat the fuck out of Ugas. He was damaged for sure. Man, hold on, King, dog. Talking about something, he beat the fuck out that nigga. Come on, man. He just re-aggravated that eyeball. He re-aggravated that eyeball that was already destroyed. Them eyeballs don't never bounce back 100%. You know what I'm saying? He re-aggravated the eyeball. He dropped him with a jab, but come on, man. Ugas, come on. That nigga been abused by everybody, G. I wouldn't say he beat the fuck out that nigga. He beat him though. Yeah. Beat the fuck out of nigga. You gotta really beat the fuck out of nigga. Like, you gotta brain bleed that nigga like Lopez and Leo. You know what I'm saying? You beat the fuck out of nigga. You gotta.
Yeah, you KO that nigga.
You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta fuck that nigga up, G. Not just re-aggravate that same fucked up ass shit. That's what I'm saying. Fabian Maidana, man, his little ass fuck Barrios up, G. I'm talking about destroy this shit. I said, when I seen that shit, I said, oh yeah, Pac-Man gonna eat this nigga alive, G. He gonna eat this little nigga alive, bro. Pac-Man will break Barrios' face right now, I promise you. I know Pac-Man will swell that nigga eye up, G. Bouncing on them toes and shit. Wearing that nigga down over here, over there, southpaw shit too. It's gonna be nasty. I'm being that bitch telling him, run, Barrios, get on your bike, nigga. Who you got, Bud versus Fundora? Come on, man. We don't want to see that bullshit. We don't want to see that bullshit. Pack that shit up, man. I don't know what the hype is with that shit.
I just see it for the belts. Plus, it knocked down the tree.
Fundora, don't even make this difficult, G. Just give the belt up, G. It's like a robbery, bro. Like you
Or that.
want me to
You can do
beat
that.
your ass, or you just gonna give me the shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, just give me the shit, and you can go home peacefully. Just vacate the belt, give it to Bud, and save yourself this embarrassing ass whooping. We already seen you knocked out. We seen Lubin put you on the canvas.
He might as well fight him though to get him all the belts. Fuck that.
We don't want to see Crawford do you dirty, G.
I wouldn't mind it.
G, I like that dude Fundora, man. He a nice dude. I don't want to see that dude
Shit, I fuck with Barrios, but shit,
ruin
like
his brain.
Shit, I fuck with Barrios. That nigga gotta go too. Shit, you gotta go. You
That's
in the
crazy.
way. You in the way.
That's crazy work. Robert Garcia stays with a champion, turn Ryo into Ryochenko.
Hey, Chinko.
Man, Robert Garcia is a dog with the trainers, G. I mean, with the fighters he trains, man. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, he up there.
Definitely up there, man. He got hella fighters too, not just them. Like,
Exactly.
man, he got so many prospects and young, low-level dudes, like on all the different promotions too. Man, he got a stable of killers over there. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Text say Fundora gonna drop that belt just to sell himself to Earl. Ain't nothing wrong with it, G. Go ahead and sell yourself to Earl. I got Earl stopping that nigga anyway. That's what I'm saying. If I got Earl stopping that nigga, Bud gonna kill him, G. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
And that's a fact.
You understand? I don't know.
Damn.
Look at all these folks talking about, nah, Big Blunts back in the duck. This is not a duck, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all tripping right now, man. Y'all want the nigga to get fucked up. So Boost beat the shit out this nigga and put this nigga in a wheelchair. All over $700,000, and Boost laughed to the bank with a couple. Man, I will be sick, dog. I will be sick, dog. Yeah, just take that. Just take that 1.5, and then when you win, like nigga, the only way you can win is by knockout, bro. You're not winning the decision in Philly crossing the street. It's not happening. It's not happening, man. Barrios whooped on Ugas, dropped him twice, and hurt a few different times. He was damaged like we all know, but that ain't Barrios' fault. Neither Spence or Porter dropped him like Barrios did. Ah, man, come on, dog. I mean, listen. You making some points. You know, I just wasn't really impressed. Niggas got to show me something niggas ain't never did before. Like, that's all I'm saying. I mean, yeah, you know, he dropped him, but like, bruh, Barrios just been fucked up. Like, Barrios cooked. You know what I'm saying? Barrios is cooked, G. I mean, Ugas is cooked. Like, I just wasn't impressed, man. I wasn't impressed at all. Then he did all that. He did all that you saying he did, and still couldn't get no stoppage, G. He couldn't force the ref's hand. He couldn't force the doctor to weigh that shit off. Had Ugas over there begging them not to stop that shit, G. They was like, please don't let me get stopped by this bum ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Barrios decent. He decent. He ain't a bum, but still, bro, he couldn't get him out of there. Like, that's how I look at it, at least. Toby Bartlett from way across the pond. What's going on in the UK, my brother? Man, I be watching UK videos all the time. I be watching the Spud man. The dude be giving out the potatoes in a little food truck. I just don't understand how them folks, you know, nothing against y'all, nothing like that, but I just don't understand how them folks love eating them baked potatoes with all them beans on that thing. That shit is crazy, dog. Mm-hmm. I need to put some beans in my diet. You know what I'm saying? I need to start eating some goddamn beans. It's rich and good fats. But the Spud man, he be putting all the beans with the cheese. It should be looking crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. Hella butter.
Yeah.
I would want to see you and Blue Bloods debate. You stand on your points. I would not want to
Blue
debate with
Bloods.
that old ass man.
As well.
We'll be here all day listening to
Mhm.
and that's why the best pound for pound fighter in the world, Terrence Crawford. Nigga, if you don't go sit your old ass down somewhere, god
Yeah.
damn. Yes, Brian Norman Jr. 22-1 with 25 KOs has officially ducked Boots Ennis. Nigga,
Yeah.
this nigga always saying
Nah, for real.
But yeah, I mean, I don't watch Blue.
Yeah, me either, man. I haven't watched him in a while.
Yeah, I watched him when I first got into boxing, like in the 2021, but I don't know, man. He's done some weird things since then, and I just can't get behind what he has going on over there. And the entire LDBC. Yeah. The Spud Man is crazy on YouTube, man. The Spud Man is crazy. He be kicking out potatoes all day long. All day long. Crazy work. Ugas didn't get stopped because Silas be down to let his fighters get smoked in the ring. Hey, I can't lie, man. What happened to Rolly, dog? What happened to Rolly versus Cruz, man? That nigga almost got sacrificed, G. That shit is crazy. Look, look, they still going on Twitter, man. They still going on Twitter. Nah, instead, let me see. He's not making 250 to 350 every fight, though. They got him fighting for 100K. Everybody's talking about this 100K, but that was before he was a champion. That was before he was a champion. I'm not understanding why we keep talking about this 100K. He's a world champion now. It's not going to be 100K no more. It's that simple.
Right. Again, man. People, that's why I call it like what it is. Respectable, but it is a duck. I'm not even gonna go and try to defend like, oh no. It is what it is, man.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I think niggas just looking at they want to see the fight, but if they got hit up Boost like shit, tell Eddie Hearn, man, give him what he want. Take the money out my purse.
So how's Norman ducking if the nigga Boots won't come up off the shit and give him what he need and give him what he want?
Well, because Boost don't negotiate anyway. That's why I'm just saying that's what I would want Boost to do. Boost ain't gonna do that. His ass I don't know, he's a child. That nigga got no business mind, man. But that's
Shit.
what I would do.
I mean, I feel you.
I mean, like basically what I'm saying, like he just used to shit just being done for him. He ain't gonna be no nigga that, oh, you know what? Let me be honorable and noble. Let me, tell her to make this happen. But I mean, hey, they did got offered a fight. They didn't want to take it. That's why I call it a duck.
So that's what we got to do. We got to understand everybody might have a different definition of ducking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think everybody
Ducking could be you got offered a fight and didn't take it, or ducking could be
you're scared.
You said you want 10 million. Knowing goddamn well you need to slap yourself, slap the shit out yourself for even thinking you was worth that much, overpricing the shit out yourself, knowing you was gonna get this you're not finna get this unrealistic ass number for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think ducking is the second option. It's like asking for something astronomical that you know is just not feasible, and then turning around and acting like they didn't want to fight or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in this case, I just, in this case, it's like, bro, I don't think it's fair, bro. I really don't think it's fair. Like, I need $1 million walking out the like when everything's said and done. After I pay the IRS and everything, nigga, I need $1 million. Simple as that. I need $1 million. I don't want no goddamn 100, 200. I don't want no hundreds, no 100,000. I want $1 million. It's that simple, bro. That's simple.
it.
You finna knock me out in front of your friends and laugh about that shit, G. Hell nah. I'll be like, bro, you seen me get dropped by this dude over here. You know you probably gonna drop me too. So why the fuck I'm gonna take this little baby ass bread?
Yeah, see, that makes it even more like, damn. Is that because you wanna just get paid so his losing won't look that bad? That makes it even more like, oh shit. So
Telling you, bro, that money ease the pain, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I look at it too, like one of my boys I was talking to, like shit. But this is what we're gonna find out though, if you ready for the top or not. At your age, like shit, we gotta see, and this is the time. This shit ain't gonna come every.
But what if I look at it? I always think about the Crawford fight with Spence though. When I think about this shit, like Bud was able to hold on to his one belt.
See, I
keep
feel
winning.
you. But see, that was different because what they were doing to Bud was just total bullshit, like way bullshit.
Right, it's different, but at the same time, it's like, nigga got a belt, the other nigga need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can unify now or wait till it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep on, that's why I say all Norman got to do is keep winning.
Yeah,
I could have swore everybody and their mom was just like, I got Norman beating T.O. T.O. moves up, so how the fuck? Like, that's a good win, bro. That's a good win. That's a good name to put on your resume.
What, T.O.?
Yeah, if you
hell
know
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I say. If we all take none of this live that we got, the best thing for Boost to do, it was to just keep winning. Hopefully, get a fight with a T.O. or even fuck it, a Blair Kyle. Somebody who's going to bring
that would be
odds to a
good.
fight. Hell yeah, and
That
hey,
would be
bro,
good.
niggas gonna want to see him. He knock out Blair Kyle or just come on. So yeah, I think Brian Norman. I don't know why I'm trying to say something. Yeah, Brian Norman's in good hands, but I think go ahead, keep winning, man. And they gonna have to give you more than, like you say, the 1.5. So
Brian Norman, tell him to go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Norman, when you see Boots and you see Eddie,
go fuck yourself.
Well, see you later.
See you later, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? On motherfucking winning. Toby said, what was Bob Arum's offer to Boots? I heard nothing from their side. I mean,
man, I don't think they were involved.
Yeah, like they not the ones trying to make the fight. Like, I think it was, I don't know how that shit works. I mean, all I know is that Norman would have to pay Top Rank to go across the street and fight Boots, right? So I don't know. Like, I don't think Top Rank trying to get trying to get Boots to cross the street to come over to Top Rank to fight them. So I don't know if they'd have to offer him anything. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I could be dumb. You know what I mean? I don't know. Eddie being stingy with the chili. Eddie being stingy with the chili. He throw Shakur $5 million to fight Cordina, but see, that got the Turk bread on it. You know what I mean? That got
exactly.
the Turk involved. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different. It's the Turk man involved in that. Then they said that shit's gonna be the main event for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's real weird to me. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's something we're about to talk about for another day.
Like, am I gonna have to fucking
right?
I mean, I ain't buying that shit regardless. You know what I'm saying? But but like, goddamn, I'm gonna have to jump on the link for the fight, and then I already got ESPN Plus. Just switch over and watch Beterbiev and Bivol.
Yeah, I wonder too. That is kind of weird. I don't know who idea was that, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they said something like Top Rank has always maintained that they would offer that fight for free, so they got to. But yeah, just I don't know, man. The whole shit is a little weird. I can't lie. Like, imagine, like, that's the reason. I would think that's the reason that they're watching the card, for Beterbiev and Bivol.
Exactly.
Just imagine having to cut that shit off and then, like, I don't know, sign up for ESPN Plus just to see that. I don't fucking know, bro. This shit's
Yeah,
weird.
it's gonna do horrible because whoever I deal with that was crazy.
Yeah, that shit is weird.
That nigga gonna do probably 10 pay-per-view buys. Man.
Shit. Yeah, man.
Yup. I'm trying to see. So yeah, that's the final offer though from Team Norman. Let me see if they have mentioned anything else. I got Adrian Clark, manager on Twitter. Let me see.
That was interesting to hear him come on too. You know what I'm saying? I never heard
Yeah,
him on to speak.
yeah, I heard about him. Cause he was a guy who Arrow. That was the management Arrow I think was supposed to be with. Well, it was
Yeah.
trying test the waters at least. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Plus my sister know him.
But as far as him like coming out and doing an interview and discussing numbers and shit like that, that's something
Yeah.
for me. That's a little new. I ain't never heard Clark come out there
Okay.
like that,
Exactly.
which is good, man. It gave people a different perspective. But shit, you always gonna have people that like still stuck in their ways and gonna call it a duck. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't change that shit. You know what I'm saying for everybody at least.
Yeah. Well, ain't much right now. I don't know if Brian Norman got a media.
Got a social media?
Yeah.
He got Instagram. Both of them.
Okay.
Seen.
Gosh.
Hell yeah.
Just want to see if there's anything else. So Boost is okay. So it looked like Boost is he like fuck it. He just made a little tweet 27 minutes ago with a yawn emoji.
That nigga Boost said, fucking nah, see Boost, why you ain't Boost, bring that ass here, boy. Why you ain't
Okay.
motherfucking do like Spence and Bud did when Bud got online and was like, you can't post no contract, nigga. You don't know what they in there talking about, nigga. We offered you this. Boost bitch ass talking about some, fuck it. Nigga just gonna give up. Like, you didn't want to fight that nigga, no way. You didn't want to fight him anyway. Boots. You want to fight Karen Chukazi and G. Ain't want no Norman. Norman gonna come in there. I believe Norman Senior though. I don't think Boots gonna stand in there and go punch for punch with Norman G. He gonna move around. He gonna style, do his matrix shit. But as far as sit right there and punch, I mean
Right.
shit. I don't know if he'll do that, man. That would be fun as fuck though. I think Boots has the better defense on the inside.
Yeah. For
That
sure.
would be crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that would be crazy. I could see Boots getting the best of it though. I ain't gonna lie. I can't. I got Boots winning the fight regardless. Whichever way it go, however it happened. I mean, I seen all I needed to see from Norman, but for me, I'm not against Norman continuing to fight on Top Rank and build himself, man. Cause bro, your first 4 or 5 fights on, I'm gonna say the first 4 because he only had like 5. The first 4 fights on Top Rank were ass, bro.
Yeah. I remember we
Ass.
watched it together. Yeah.
Ass. Horrible, bro. I'm just not even gonna lie, man. Underwhelming. The Quentin Randall and Norman, that was supposed to be like one of them ones that turned out being complete ass.
Yeah.
This nigga Norman don't be sitting down. He just be standing up. Nigga be tired, be gassed. When he got dropped, he sat the fuck down. I know that. And continued to sit down, I'm sure. That was only a few rounds, though. I ain't gonna lie. Let's stop that shit early. Toby said, in my opinion, people are getting confused with Eddie's involvement with Turkey and Riyadh season cards and just a matchroom card. They want Riyadh money from Eddie. No, I think you're right, man. Some people do got it fucked up. They think because Eddie's got the partnership that every fucking thing Eddie does is somehow tied to Big Turk.
Right.
Well, that is unfortunately not the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you watch boxing, you would know that because Eddie put on a lot of events, not just in the States. He do it, you know what I'm saying? Overseas too. He do it across the pond. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Unbiased Brim, man, I'm gonna get attacked everywhere. I was attacking Brim last night, man. I was telling Brim, I said, Brim, how the fuck you know that shit? I said, Brim, you ain't got no goddamn receipts. You ain't got no goddamn screenshots, Brim. Here you go, right here. Brim, what's the deal, OG?
Man, this is gonna be fun, bro. This whole conversation is in part enjoyable to me, regardless of what anybody says. Even if it's derogatory, they call me fat boy. You know, it's just enjoyable, especially when you have a little bit more information than some others and whatever have you. I wanted to see the fight, but one of the things that I think overall that if you look at the timeline of everything went in place before the offer and after the offer, people are forgetting that their plan, which is Boots and Norman, was to try to make this a undisputed fight from the beginning, right? Initially, they both tried to make unification fights with the PBC fighters, but that wasn't happening. Well, in the one sense, is Stanley on his team reached out to Norman, right? And this is actually before the Teo fight materialized. They said, would you want to fight? He said, sure, absolutely. They never reached back out. Then Teo, did the pump faking for the 147. And then they found that they had a date. All that transpired for Norman before Boots was ever on the table, right? Now, Boots also, and it's been confirmed, Eddie Hearn was looking to make a fight for Boots. They reached out to Stanley Onis, and they reached out to Barrios. Stanley Onis didn't look good when the Boxing Voice had to interview, and people pressed him a little bit. He ended up looking like a person that was letting his team not even let him know what's going on, and there was something brought to the table, right? Well, the part of the problem is, if I was representing Norman, right, in the first offer that was on the table, I would have told them, fuck you, and there would have been no more conversation. See, Eddie Hearn saying it was well over $1 million. The first offer was actually $750K.
Yeah.
Look at that nigga, bro. $750K.
That's crazy, right? Especially when you paid Avanesian almost $600K as a replacement to fight. Now you're fighting somebody that's a titleist that's coming into your hometown, right? You getting every single advantage. Right now, granted, people throwing out, "Hey, Norman only made $100K his last fight," and I hear you. But the problem with that statement is this: at the time he fought Gio, right? He was ranked number 13. They bumped him to 9 to make the fight a sanctioned fight because Gio was the number 1 guy, and they was going to look to crown him so he would have the title one bud move, right? So he was the favorite, fighting in his hometown, right?
We synced that shit.
And what did he do? He put the beats on him, right? Impressive. And people come at me, "Oh, you was gushing about it." Listen, bro, I'm happy, bro. It was nice to see. And I have a fighter that I can, that I've seen grow and cultivate and know some of the behind the scenes. You have an opportunity to know some of the behind the scenes things that on his journey and some of the fights he didn't look as good in, and say, hey, that was tested metal for you, bro. Now you got metal. You're a little more metal tested, so you could probably be a really good champion, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm go for it, baby, right? Now, I told Norman Sr. I would have took the deal. And that's the thing that I always try to preface when I'm communicating this with people. I would have took the deal. But when I'm looking at their perspective of things, they didn't come to the table saying, hey, if you give me this, I'll be. No, they set a number from the beginning.
And that's a fact. And that's a goddamn fact.
And part of the reason why they set that number. Now, again, this is part where I'm going to get away from facts and go into my speculation and my thought and my educated guesses based on circumstances you've seen, right? Okay. Right. So I believe that Barrios and Stanley Onis both got offered more money than the final offer from Brian Norman. And the fact that neither one of them even came across the street to sit at the table, and he's the guy that's there at the table, offering him less on the final offer than them. Now, let's say that they found this out, right?
Right.
Now, again, this is speculation. This is nothing factually based. But I do internally I know that they got offered more money. It's not something I can prove to you guys or nothing of that nature, but I know that they got offered more money than Norman did, and it would be a clear reason why. But there's another thing that I speculate as well. When they first offered Stanley Onis and Barrios, it wasn't 2 weeks ago they offered them. They offered them before that. So part of the issue that Eddie Hearn is having too is when he got into the Norman negotiations, he had a Karen problem that he didn't have before. A Karen problem can create these things. The Karen problem can create a step aside payout, a guarantee payout to put him on the card on top of that, and paying his opponent. That sounds like money loss that you wouldn't gonna have that you had free before. Now again, this is not a factual based statement, but the fact of the matter is, a month and a half ago, he didn't have a Karen mandatory problem, did he?
Hell, oh, excuse me. Hell no.
So he didn't have that problem. So when he offered Barrios and Stanley Onis, they didn't have the Karen problem that they have now. So
Right.
Norman got a little short money because Eddie Hearn got his hands tied a little bit because they have a budget. And that budget got interrupted with Karen step aside money, guaranteed money to be on the undercard and paying for his opponent. Is that
That's
fair
probably-
to say that's a possibility that could be in the card?
That's probably why Eddie was like, the IBF need to stop doing this shit. Because really, if the IBF hadn't did that bullshit, we probably wouldn't have this issue for real. You know what I'm saying?
It's a possibility because at the end of the day, if you look at the rules in regards to the IBF, for them to make a fight outside of Karen, they gotta pay the man. They're gonna have to put some money in his pocket, and they might have to put him in the car. So that's money going away from what you had. So maybe that's the reason why those guys might have got a higher offer than Norman.
Yeah.
And people, Norman made 100,000 his last fight. Again,
They won't
being
stop
ranked,
saying that shit to me, dog. They keep
but
fucking
being
saying
ranked,
that shit.
being ranked 13, being an underdog in another fighter's hometown,
That's
and then
what
you
I'm
go
trying
in
to
there
tell
and have
these
to almost have the
motherfuckers,
knockout
bro.
of the year. You know the price is not going to be the same, so you can't use that as a gauge because now the temperature changed. Because people say, "Oh, you're hanging your head, you're excited because his contract minimum goes up." But again, I'm taking off my fan hat for a second. My pure fan hat says,
You wearing
"B,
that hat
Norman,
hard
you should have took the fight, my brother." That's my fan hat. I told Norman Senior I would have took the fight, but I understand why they didn't though. When I take off my fan hat and just say, this is the facts. These are the things that are sort of facts. These are the things that you can look at in a timeline and be able to piece things together. And what I'm saying is not outrageous. Some people might, you fanboy. I don't think it's outrageous to say that Eddie Hearn probably ran into a Karen problem where it probably cost him some money. Is that wrong to say that?
Hell no.
I'm trying to be fair here, but I'm gonna get called a fanboy in the process, and that's because I am Team Norman. I rock with Team Norman, but I'm not gonna be biased to the point where I'm gonna say I don't think you should have took the fight. I'm not gonna be. No, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
So
But at the same token, I always play devil's advocate on both sides of the fence because when I'm talking, I'm not always speaking just for my opinion. I'm speaking in totality of what you see from both sides of the coin and putting particular thoughts out there that would come from each side of the coin so we can have that conversation and try to find that balance within the truth. But everybody wants the debate to be right.
Yeah, fuck all that. That take too much goddamn energy.
Right.
No, it don't.
Nigga,
when you debate to be
debating
right,
with
you
niggas-
build a fan base because you can create a narrative and people are gonna follow that. So sometimes that's the easy way to do it.
Shit, you know what? You got a point. You got a point. You got a point. Because that nigga Ness has created an entire fan base of the TBV community with doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, last time I checked, every single one of us is human. So my name is Unbiased Brim. I can't always be unbiased. That's not even possible. It's not. I mean, no, it's not.
Nah, you need to be. You need to be unbiased because you be being biased as hell. Though I ain't gonna lie, you be being biased.
I'm being
as hell
biased.
sometimes, bro. Sometimes you
What?
be biased, bro.
Okay, so give me an example. Give me an example.
Back
Let
when
me
the Crawford and Spence shit was happening, you was being biased sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was
no, but
getting on
I
your
don't think.
helmet, calling you Spence fans and all kind of shit. Then you switched up, and then they start calling you a bud buddy, and it was crazy
See,
out
but
there.
I never. But the thing is, I didn't switch up. And this is the problem I've had. When you try to be fair, you're gonna get busted from both sides. So, because I came into the Spence Crawford situation as when it was hitting this starting to hit boiling point. I had just gotten to the YTBC community in a sense. I always was on the outskirts of the YTBC because I didn't consume my boxing with YouTube community. I consumed my boxing with my family, friends, and people that I rocked with in the world. So, uh, when I'm looking at the Spence situation, my fault was I was trying to be fair to Spence, saying, "Hey, he told him he was going to do this, but I don't think it was cool to say that this is the easy route." But he did explain that this was his goal. He was going to do this, and then Crawford fans, "Oh no, he ducked him." And I said, "But we here, you know what I mean?" Such and so forth. Then when it came to Crawford, "Oh, Crawford ain't worth nothing. How you gonna say he don't got no value?" At the same time, I'm like, "How you gonna say that when he fought when he fought in 2000 Gamboa, and when he fought, he had the most pay-per-view fight in 2014. That was a very long time ago at this point. The most viewed fight that was non-pay-per-view. Terrence Crawford was the flagship fighter. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They brought when they went to that ESPN deal. They can try to run and use Loma and all that. Terrence Crawford was the one, actually. The main one, in my opinion. So
For sure.
I got attacked by Spence fans for that angle. I get attacked by Crawford fans from this angle. So I felt like I was doing something right because I'm trying to be fair to both fighters. What happened where the change came in me is I didn't have a dog in the fight. I knew about Spence maybe a year before Bud because I followed Spence in his amateur career, right?
I know
When
the
Bud
story.
sprung on
God
the
damn it.
scene. You know the
Yes,
damn story.
I know the
Exactly.
story.
You know
Yes.
the damn story. So I ain't gonna repeat it no more. I don't need that. I'm not explain this bullshit time. But when I just felt like Spence, the negotiations, he was on some bullshit. He was letting them buy their business, and he wasn't up.
Word. Let me get my OG real quick. OG WCS has entered the building. For those who don't know, this is somebody who has seen Norman Jr., covered Norman Jr. for a long, long time, live in the flesh, for all the infamous sparring stories that y'all heard about, Tank, Crawford, all of the above. He been there. He synced it with his own 2 eyeballs. Okay, I think he wear glasses. You could consider it 4. But we'll keep it at 2. We'll keep it at 2 respectfully, OG. What's the word with my OG WCS? How you feeling, OG?
Big Blunts and Boxing has jokes.
I
Hey,
got
shout
a
out to
couple.
the panel. You know what I'm saying? Bram and I can't see the name. Who the other cat?
This Balaj.
Balaj, what's
OTT
good? What's
anyway.
good?
Yeah.
Balaj, I haven't heard from Balaj in a minute. What's up with you, man?
What's up, bro? What's up?
I'm chilling.
Same,
So,
man.
so the topic is what Norman fighting Quavers 1000 now, or what's the deal?
Basically, OG, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, well, a lot of folks are continuing to tell me that they feel as though this is a duck. As you know, I hit you up last night. I told you, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a duck, man. You know, my boy Balaj, he respectfully thinks it's a respectful duck. But me personally, I mean, I just, I don't like the fact that they'll be walking away with less than $1 million, while this nigga will probably walk away with at least 2, maybe, at least 2.5. And, Norman run the risk of, either getting knocked out or beat, or what if he wins and he gets robbed on the cards? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, do you think this is a 50-50 fight heading into negotiations?
Do I think it's a 50-50 fight heading into negotiations? As far as that,
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I see how some people would say so because they both carry a belt and neither have fought anybody of name.
Okay.
But I also see the fact that Boots has the infamous gate and the infamous attendance. So it's like
where you talking about the one he just had?
The one he just had.
Okay.
He does have a feature on a pay-per-view with the Tank fight he was on, the Tank card he was on.
One of his worst performances. Yeah.
One of his worst performances, yes.
Nigga was doing pirouettes in the ring.
That's a fact. But I mean, again, I could see both sides. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see both sides. How they would say it's 50-50, but then I could see how Boots got a little bit extra because of what he's done. You know, Norman's like I said earlier, his first several performances on Top Rank was bad. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't good. They admitted themselves that they wasn't their best performances. You know, Norman had hand issues. He wasn't sparring people. He was just, you know, it was bad. You know, up until recently got dropped. Like, you know, not a lot of people, for those reasons, they didn't really have faith in him for the Santillan fight. He pops out, he proves everybody wrong. He beats Santillan. I mean, and we are where we are right now.
Let me say this, Blunts. Like, there's no point deductions on a knockdown unless it happens internal to the fight. When it comes to negotiations, right? How many fighters do you know that's been dropped and still went in there and negotiated another fight?
Plenty.
I mean, yeah. I still say it's around a 50-50 because, you know, Jerron Ennis has questionable performances, just like Brian Norman had questionable performances. But then you talking about one of the bigger names, Giovanni and David Avanesian. Boots didn't look all that spectacular in there with Avanesian. But Norman did. Norman had one of his best performances coming off a knockdown. And really a knockdown shouldn't have anything to do with negotiating the money. My take on this whole deal is, I know people love using the duck scenario. Understand, Teofimo Lopez did the exact same thing with only 14 fights, man. 15 fights. He went in there against Lomachenko, who was already a three-weight champion, and negotiated exactly what we see and play out now. I keep mentioning it because it happened. He only had 15 professional fights. He beat Richard Comey, who wasn't undefeated. You know what I'm saying? And they was coming in 1.2 with Tio, and he ended up negotiating what, another 800,000? How is Brian Norman ducking if Tio did it? Tio got what he wanted, but Norman didn't. I mean, that's just my take on it. I don't find it so-called ducking. I just think it's a 50-50 fight. And you go into somebody else's backyard, you got to weigh those advantages too.
Absolutely.
You got to pay somebody. I mean, you just can't say, yeah, come in my backyard for pennies and we fighting for unification.
That's crazy work.
In the backyard? In the backyard.
They back the house.
Backyard.
They get a back. That's where all the fun at.
WCS. Now, WCS, can I ask you this question? Because, you know, I agree with a lot you're saying, but there is a couple things I want to push back. Because I do like to play devil's advocate on both sides of the coin. The fact of the matter is this.
But remember, if you give me a point, just give me a little bit of time to respond. Okay, cool. Go.
Absolutely, I promise. Boots is being represented by the offering party. The money generation is coming from the boot side. So it's expected that the money of things not be 50-50. The fight itself is definitely close to a 50-50 fight in the overall landscape of things, but financially it's not. But, and I say but, when you're offering a fighter, if you do some basic math and look at some of the dynamics of what's transpiring, Norman and them was looking at probably getting only about 25 to 30% of the pot, man. And I tell people to ask Eddie Hearn, how much was he actually willing to pay Stanionis and pay Barrios? I bet it was more than the highest offer he gave Norman. Bet you. Mm-hmm. But are you going to ask those tough type of questions?
Maybe Barrios. I don't know about Stanionis. Because Barrios been in there with bigger names.
It's true. But guess what?
Barrios was a former champion at 140. As of Norman, he just picked up the chip. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, wasn't Barrios a regular champion at 140, man?
Yeah, regular.
I mean, he was a champion, though. I mean, the boxer recognized him as a champion. You feel me? It was a 12-rounder.
True story. I mean,
I understand where you can drop the appraising value on it. I get it, but boxing, blame boxing, the system.
The system is the system. You're factually right. I told Senior I probably would at that number I probably would have just took it, but I just understand why they didn't. I don't have a bad viewpoint from either side in regards to this.
So what's
Because
the number they supposed to get? 1.5, right?
what?
Norman,
Who's
them, they
supposed to
was
get 1.5?
offered, huh?
You said, oh, what they was offered?
Yeah, Blunts, what were they offered? Like 1.5, right? Something like that? 1.2,
Norman?
1.5?
Norman,
Yeah, Norman.
The last offer was 1.7.
1.7. Norman said.
Yeah.
Okay,
Last offer
1.7.
1.7. Yep.
Well, you know they wanted to take it just a little bit above 2 million.
Their first counter offer was 2.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard Norman. Norman almost spit it out last night on Mark Nash Live and shit. Mark Nash did right by stopping him, and
He spit it out today though. Him and Fighters First talked about it today though.
yeah, they
Yeah,
was on TBV talking about it,
2.2.
but
He
Norman,
told me.
Norman, because somebody in that comments had asked Norman saying what they would have wanted, and Norman said 2.5. You could hear he said 2. And then Mark was like, no, don't say that. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself out there like that. You know what I mean? Tell them what it would take for them to, you know what I mean, or for you to accept that shit. But
yeah, I agree with that.
Because then people
I
will start
agree with you on that.
People will start calling you greedy and you want 2.5. What make you think you need to? Like, don't even start that. But he you could tell that they wanted around 2.5 at least.
I mean, like, why wouldn't they shoot high?
Hell
and
yeah,
then get what they
ain't
actually want.
Ain't that how you supposed to negotiate?
Yeah. If you want 2.2, ask for 2.5, and hopefully they drop it down to 2.2 or whatever. At least 2 million even.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people just want to see the welterweight division spark up again. But that just goes to show you, man. Everybody kept on talking Crawford's name. He now official champion in 154. How do you generate that attention? How do you do it now? You know, Boots. How do you do it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to find a different way to generate this interest, man. Because when you don't have a fight, don't nobody know where the hell you at. You know, you need, man, all this back and forth, this shit is just tedious, bro.
It really is. I mean, I wish Boost would just be like, here, man, you know, here's an extra $500K, and then that'll show the people like he ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, all he said recently that he want a retirement check.
Who said that?
Boots just said that on
Boots said he wanted a retirement check. Like Norman's like man old or something. Like Norman isn't 23 years old with a whole lot of opportunity.
Crazy work. He just said that on Twitter.
Yeah, here it is. I'm gonna send it.
You know, probably interview. Yep.
YSM interview.
That nigga
I'm gonna tell some people.
Shit! I can play it if y'all want.
I'm gonna tell you, the Normans ain't struggling, bro. They got their own business. You know, they got some classic old schools sports cars that's customized. They not scrounging for freaking peanuts, bro. They got a large mechanic shop down here in Georgia. I know, cause I've been there. He worked on my vehicle one time. So they ain't struggling like people think they are. You know what I'm saying? They got a business.
Right.
That's facts.
Yeah, man. Shit. People think they press. I don't know what it is. They so hyped up on this 100,000. It's 100,000. Like it's 10 times more than you ever made. Even if
bro, but at that time he was 13th ranked, and they moved him to 9 as the underdog fighting the dude in his hometown. The game didn't change a little bit, bro.
It's like they not even hearing that. You know what I'm saying? They was like, well, what are the tax calculations on 100K? You know what I'm saying? I know Tyrese said that to me. I was like, oh, gee, you talking about the money he made before he was a world champ. You know what I'm saying? Like,
correct. Yeah.
This is two totally different things. He didn't have to cross the street for that fight. Number one, he didn't have to pay no sanctioning fees. Number two, like, what are we talking about? He wasn't like this ain't that, bro.
Hey,
this ain't the same ball game.
That's damn straight. You said it. You gotta pay sanction fees now, buddy. Hey, and they get that off the top.
Hey, Adrian Clark said today that Norman got to pay it for both belts. I thought he would only pay it for the one he got. He got to pay it for both.
Unification
both
fights.
do.
I've been on that. They both do. That's how I always have been.
I thought
because it's a
they paid for the
unification,
belt
bro.
they got. Yeah, but I thought they paid for the one they got. So each one
You
paid, you know what I'm
pay for the
saying,
one
for
you
the one
fighting
they
for
pulling up.
too.
Each one,
So they
each
pulling up
one
to
pay
defend.
one.
Yeah,
That's
they
Each one
crazy.
pay one.
They paying
Yeah.
for
You
it.
paying
Man,
for the right
what?
to have a chance to win it.
Correct.
That shit is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, super crazy.
That and you think the sanctioned bodies. Look, the only person I ever heard complain about that, and I haven't heard shit else, was Arrow when he started talking about the 3% that they get, why they get it. And then after he lost the belts, he ain't said shit else about it. Nobody else has either.
Well, he ain't even fought either, but that's another conversation. Man, I don't even have a
Yeah.
trainer, but that's another conversation. But
Now, see, you be doing shit like that, and then I'll be like, well, how do we know? We don't know if that nigga tucked up somewhere with a trainer. It could be in his best interest to not come out here and say who he's training with, because what everybody gonna do? Sit up there and make videos about it and talk about it all day and say, oh, he should have went with this guy, he over here with this guy. If I was Errol, I'd be somewhere tucked up right now with that said trainer and wouldn't tell a goddamn soul. Because what
you right.
it's not gonna benefit you.
You right, but we got history, unfortunately, too. And history ain't shown. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but you are right, though.
I'm saying Errol could be tucked up training his life away right now.
PBC put out a video of Arrow on the heavy bag.
Oh shit! Okay.
Recently?
Yeah, recently.
Well, shit, that could be a sign. He's somewhere. He's somewhere working.
I'm surprised.
Even if it's
an
an old
video
video
at all. I was like, damn, nobody even talking about this. This is a new video, man. He was up there on the heavy bag, man.
I saw. I hope it ain't the one. I saw one that came out several months back. He looked terrible while he was hitting.
Was it dark and gloomy a little bit? Because this wasn't. This was in a new gym. He had on like some multicolor shorts, white, pink, blue, whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was
that color scheme is wild crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the one I saw, man, it didn't look promising. I was like, damn, man, he looked like he just been on vacation.
Now this video, he looked promising, dog. He looked pretty decent on that heavy bag. I ain't gonna lie.
I hope so,
I
man.
can't find it. On YouTube.
It's Premier Boxing Champions. They put it out.
No, yeah, that's why I looked on Twitter. Let me look on YouTube.
But I mean, I get where y'all are saying about the negotiations. I was more so talking about the performance value. I call it a 50-50 fight. But I understand who's putting up the funds and how that would be kind of lead into an A-side, B-side thing. But I don't think neither fighter is an A-side, B-side, real talk. I just don't see it. And you just can't go off the amount of wins that they have on their resume. Both of them have mediocre resumes. And I mean, I say this fight should have happened, bro, but boxing is a business. And you got to negotiate your price point at some time. And then, Norman being 23 years old, what time is better than now? You heading into one of your biggest fights. You got the momentum coming off that Giovanni fight. Boots, they trying to tout him as the king of the welterweight division, and Norman say otherwise. So I just wish they could have made the fight, bro.
Yeah,
for real. I feel you.
Reggie, salute to you, man. Appreciate you dropping in. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, G. Pop a lot of shit, James. Pop, what's the word, man? Pop just popped in. Jumped on the panel. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with it, Pop?
Yeah, this old.
It's an old one?
Yeah, it's an old one.
All right, Pop got his mic muted.
Correction.
We'll holler at Pop when he get in, but yeah, man, I think Norman should just continue, like I said, man, fight on Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that championship minimum is. I'm not a pocket watcher, but I would honestly love to know, since people so hyped up about this 100K. I hope it's somewhere in between like 250 and 5. So then we could talk about, so then we could have that discussion like, all right, well, look, now all the nigga got to do is fight like 2 fights, and he damn near there. You know what I'm saying? On Top Rank.
Well, Norman Senior already said that in 2 fights they would be pretty much straight, as straight as they would be with 1 fight with Boots. And also,
so what's the problem? All Norman needs to do is continue to win, and if he does it in impressive fashion, that sweetens the pot, right? What did Crawford do? He sat there with his belt, fought his mandatories and shit. And Norman 10 years younger. You know what I'm saying? So what if Norman go on a 9-fight knockout streak? I mean, by the time they revisit that shit, they gonna have to pay that man like $5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that 25% top rank fee too is crucial. But I mean, that's the game goes.
But see how y'all mentioning all these fees now?
Right.
I mean, we need to mention the fees when we talking about why he should negotiate what he was negotiating. Because now you got to pay 2 sanction fees. You got to pay the top rank. You got to pay your team. You got to pay everybody. So they trying to walk up out of there with $1 million after they making all those expenses. Taking care of all those expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, Boxing Nerd just jumped on the panel. For those who don't know, this is a supreme Philly and Boots fan. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know, you know what I'm saying? I think I got the right guy. My guy, Boxing Nerd. Much love and respect. Hold on, Nerd, real quick. Let me get Julius Armstrong real quick. You got a little feedback too, so I'm gonna mute you real quick. But I don't know if you're in the car or whatever. But Julius, any thoughts on Brandon Adams versus Verone? If y'all know, and OGWCS here, so I'm gonna bring up Verone real quick. But Verone fought Jahad Tucker, went the distance with him. That was a draw.
His last fight too.
You know what I'm saying? Verone's last fight was a very competitive fight, hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying?
I said, you gonna do an interview? That nigga was busted up. No, I don't have my interpreter.
But yeah, man, great fighter. Who was highly ranked at 160, came down to 54 to fight Jahad. I guess has remained at 54 since. Fighting Brandon Adams tonight at 154 on OTX. My predictions on the fight, I don't have no super solid predictions. I don't know. It's a tough fight. Brandon Adams is 30. He beat Surrey. He's the one who stopped Surrey Boychuk, the only one who stopped Surrey Boychuk, the same Boychuk that just fought Virgil Ortiz. But my official thoughts, stay on that Patreon, man. If you won't sign up for the Patreon, $5 a month, get you access to all my predictions and picks. That's on there, as well as all the other members in the community. Some real strong bettors are in there. Ask a lot of questions, get a lot of questions answered. So yeah, man, out of respect for the members, I just can't, you know what I'm saying, be out here free giving out my predictions and my thoughts and shit. But I do believe that's gonna be a real great fight, very competitive fight tonight. And if you want to know what I really think, that's gonna be on the Patreon, man. So you can find that there. If you need a link, let me know. Or you can go to my Twitter. It's on my Twitter on the bio page, man. But Nerd, what's up with you, Nerd?
It was good. I just came to clarify that the Errol Spence bag work was from before the Terrence Crawford fight.
No, yeah, I already told him.
Yeah. I stand corrected.
Appreciate
I
that,
just, I'm not on there like that, but I stand corrected.
No, you're good. You're good.
Man, my fault, Nerd. Whenever you done, you know what I'm saying.
I didn't really have much to say. I don't think I'm a supreme.
Yeah. I'm cracking jokes today, G. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. I might as well be, though. I try not to be. I'm trying to be more objective and not fanboyish. Like
word. That's good.
Person I was a fanboy of was Wilder, and he let me down so bad. So I'm trying my best, but like he's just my favorite fighter. You know what I mean? So like I just try to call it objectively. I don't think he can beat Terrence Crawford, but I think he washes everybody else. You know what I mean? Well, not washes, but like he beats everybody else from 154 to 147, in my opinion.
For sure. Julie say I'm definitely signing up. Hey man, I appreciate the support. It's a very small investment with a very big return. I can promise you that. You'll make that $5 back very quick. If you don't, there's a problem. You should get a discount for your first sign up as well. OG, I wanted to ask you, did you hear Norman Senior, Eddie Hearn, Adrian Clark on TBV today? I know you was busy. I know you was actually live when TBV went live, but they had Adrian Clark from Fighters First Management on the show. Adrian broke down all the percentages and shit. He was with Senior. Adrian went first. He didn't stay for a long time. He cooked. And then Norman got on there and talked this shit right after. And then Eddie Hearn slid in for a good 120 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he popped up real quick and he was like, it was crazy to hear Eddie talking how he was talking, man. He was like, listen, Norman Senior or whatever his name is. And then he tried to play like he ain't know who Adrian Clark was or none of that shit. Man, it was some of the craziest shit. Man, listen, I put a tweet out. I said, Eddie Hearn is a damn character talking about some Norman Senior or whatever his name is. And then says he don't know who Adrian Clark is. Like that shit was crazy to me. But then somebody reminded me that Eddie Hearn Eddie Hearn
Go
is
ahead.
known for you know, because I wasn't around for the Wilder and shit with the AJ shit and the shit he was talking about Crawford and Shakur back in the day before.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
was.
So I don't know. You know what I mean? I know Eddie Hearn been around a long time. I was just looking for the picture for the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? So of course I had to go through all the Google images and seen he been around for a super long time. You know what I'm saying? Like used to be fat in the face. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to know if OG had heard that shit, and if not, I think that would be a great cook up for later on, man. That was crazy.
Oh,
WCS probably done stepped off.
yeah.
Y'all think Baby Anderson and
No, I'm
H2O?
here.
Oh, okay.
No, I say that's a good suggestion. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because you know, those are those people who follow Eddie Hearns, he's one of the best mouthpiece in the game, man. And he don't want to know you, he don't know you.
Man, that's crazy though. Like, dude, like you gonna sit up here and really like act like you got no idea who you dealing with. Like you had no, and but the funny thing was though, Adrian Clark was on the show first, and he got up there and he was like, "Listen, Eddie's not even in on the negotiations." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He not even there. So I mean, to me, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Like, what the fuck is really going on? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. But Julia, she said, y'all think Baby Anderson and H2O Silva can come back from TKO losses? Big Baby, absolutely, man. He's young. He was a contender. He's fighting a very underrated, experienced heavyweight. I don't think, there's anything wrong with that. I definitely think he can. Hopefully he doesn't crash out. That's my biggest concern. He just had a baby. He's already had the issues that he's had outside in the streets. So my biggest thing is hopefully he doesn't just say fuck it, throw his life away. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing for me. H2O Silva, I think he could definitely come back. He just took a crazy shot. I must say that my intuition is crazy because I did say right before that fight happened, as they were walking out, I told my boy, I said, man, these odds, they don't look right, man. I said, these odds, they look real funny. Like it's either like H2O Silva might get knocked the fuck out. And sure enough, probably about 15 minutes later, he was asleep. I said, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was asleep.
But yeah, man, I definitely think they both come out. And that wasn't a TKO loss either. That was an absolute KO for her.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Hey, y'all got to keep faith in the rising black prospect, supposed to be the next heavyweight champ. Keep your faith, man.
Oh yeah.
Don't stab that brother upside his head and down his back and cross his chest yet.
Bacoli did all that for us.
See,
No. Hold up.
stabbing him
No,
in the
I gotta
back
hold up.
already?
Check this out.
God damn.
WCS made a good point though. I want to tell you why though. Here, check this out. Before the Bacoli fight, I was already checked out on Big Baby Anderson. But the reason why I'm not checked out on him anymore is because the accountability took after the fight. So that gave me a sign to say, okay, are you going to take that craft seriously? Are you going to actually go ahead and do that extra mile that's going to take you to that level past, where you are now? Are you thinking about taking back the feelings that you had in regards to where you wanted your career to go because of this experience? That the way he responded made me say that I can potentially see that coming from him. So I'm interested to see what he does next.
Yeah.
I just felt a little off with that because Bacoli, no one really knew who he was. They knew of him, but they didn't really know if he was going to perform the way he did. And then I looked at Anderson getting in trouble, the drugs, the fleeing the police, crashing. I say he's going through some stuff, and then I can't get the documentary that he did with Roy. I didn't ask. I mean, that just stuck in my head, man. I didn't ask for this. I'm only 23. I was like, man.
It's a wrap for that nigga. It's a wrap.
Pop, what's the word?
He's a 230-pound Adrian Broner. It's a fucking wrap.
Well, Adrian, the truth be told, Adrian,
Multi-division.
he's a four-weight world champion now.
You're right. I'm sorry.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
disrespected Adrian Broner. He's
30.
Montana Love.
35, 47, and back down to 40. Hey, Adrian
That's
did his
messed up.
thing now.
No, he's
Did you say
Montana Love.
Montana Love, bro?
Yeah, he
Idaho
Montana
hate, man.
Love.
Idaho hate.
I agree. Montana Love. They're both chinny. It makes sense.
It's just that they both from Ohio. They both started with that swag.
Yeah.
And now when shit hit the fan, we see this nigga cry. We done seen Big Baby fuck up over $150,000 worth of cars, and this was his biggest payday already. Like, I'm a huge Big Baby fan. I found his page. I seen everything. The page told me enough. It's a wrap for this nigga.
My question is, does his ambassador? He was an ambassador for Riyadh season. When you get knocked out, do you lose your ambassador status?
Damn, that's crazy work. Hey, real quick, Reggie said Eddie Hearn and Leonard Ellaby is the biggest capper in the game. Like I said, that's some shit I wasn't privy to because I wasn't following boxing that close back in the day. So that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers had to tell me that, yo, like, and I saw it for myself today that Eddie is known for this shit. He did that shit with Wilder and AJ. Like I said, I wasn't there for that whole debacle, and he did it with Crawford, Shakur. You know what I mean? You know, throw dirt on niggas' names, act like they don't know who you are, what you did, none of that shit, and all that. So, yeah, that was news to me, man. But I saw it today when he got up there and he speaking about Norman Senior like he was just some nigga on the street talking about I offered those people X amount of dollars. Like, you'll never see that money again. Like, dude, who the fuck? Like, Eddie. I never seen it. Like, I watch a lot of this. Is what I'm saying. I watch boxing. I watch British boxing. You know what I'm saying? Across the pond. I see Eddie when he putting on them cards overseas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch Eddie all the time. You know what I mean? It's just something I ain't never seen, man. I was like, damn. This motherfucker's crazy. I said, what the fuck? He acting like this now?
When you playing with other people's money, bro. That's not his money he playing with. So,
hell yeah.
When you playing with other people's money, you know what I'm saying? You be feeling that type of way while your bank account going up, theirs going down, no matter what.
Yeah, man.
They learn shit, but just like I seen the interview last night. You know, it's one or two things that they playing chess with them, and if niggas don't understand that shit, and Eddie just mad that they playing chess. Like, nigga, you need us just even more. If not, we need you. So you want
Exactly, and I said the same thing.
You want all of the A side, my nigga. Give us this because we could go the top rank. We could fight all the way up until late 2025, and earn a name, recognition, and keep the belt over here. We just not gonna give you this belt. Who the fuck you think you is?
That's all it is. Shit, that's really all it is.
And
you gotta keep winning.
Yeah.
But this the thing. No, even with the performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even with the performance he had against Santillan, people still don't have faith in the nigga that he's gonna be able to retain his title. This motherfucker right here, literally 8 seconds ago, just tweeted, he said, didn't take the money. Now he on the undercard to Keyshawn. Sound like a duck to me. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the same shit.
And then also, I think T.O. said something about after this fight, that might be Norman's next fight. So in 2 fights, he could be making what he was going to get from Boots. Now I have to pay 25% the top rank. I would have loved to seen the fight. But I understand it.
Yeah,
I do.
Sure. Like, if you a fan, yeah, you want to see that fight. That's a good fight to see. That's a I don't know what the hell you call that for Brian Norman. That's more than a damn stepper. That's a hell of a chance. And for Boots, this is we got you in there with a strong 47-pounder that we heard of, and you fighting for a belt. It would be great, but like they said, well, let's see. From what they're trying to say, Brian Norman Jr. and them want $2 million.
Yeah.
Just about, yeah. They just wanted so that Brian can clear $1 million at the end of the day.
Yeah,
that's all you want.
That. So Eddie saying the fight not worth $5 million?
500,000, you mean?
I I mean, shit. Well,
5.2.
Brent made the point though that they might have to pay, like, not only are you gonna have to pay Norman, but you're gonna have to pay Karen to step aside or put him on a card or something. You know what I'm saying? You can't just deny that.
Or maybe even both, and his opponent. That's a possibility to have to look at.
Yeah.
But don't
Eddie might have got caught up in a situation where he tried to make a fight with Barrios and Stanley Onis, but at that time he didn't have a carrying issue, and now he's trying to make the deal with Norman. But then you got step aside money potentially, with also having to pay him to be on the card and the opponent. All those are possibilities that could potentially be on the table, or why Eddie Hearn couldn't, budget. But Eddie Hearn's still a slick tongue though. So
hey, we all heard this before. You gotta spend money to make money. And you are in the Boots Ennis business, bro. Make what you thought it was just gonna be easy. You're just gonna, throw a few dollars at him and he was gonna become a star because you say so. No, motherfucker. You're gonna have to work on this. He either gonna fight Karen or you're gonna cough up that bread, go ask your daddy, borrow it, could you borrow a few dollars? Make a $5.3 million fight. Boots gets his 3.1, close to 3.2. Brian Norman get his $2 million and walk up out of there.
Reggie say Eddie Hearn and Leonard Ellaby be blocking fights, and those guys be protecting fighters.
Definitely.
Shit,
you talking about why they just naming them? You gotta name everybody. You gotta name every boxing promoter if you say a statement like that.
Top Rank would get 200K from Norman if he fought Boots. That's crazy work. I thought they said it was more out of 1.5 or 1.7. Ain't they more, Brim? 25%?
Yes, definitely more. Yep. For every million is 250K.
Shit.
75K out of that goes immediately to Top Rank, and that's before tax. No, it's 375K. 375K out of 1.5 million.
You said a quarter for every million?
Yes, sir.
No. Yeah, yep, a quarter for every million. So for another $500,000, that's another 125,000, 375K. This is my strong suit, bro. This is why when I'm talking about people who try to come at me, I'm like, okay, I'm short math genius. You know what I mean? I am. That's my strong suit.
Listen though, not to mention that the government.
So off the rip, they 375K gone.
They need 330,000. Out of every million you get, they need 330. Boosie he made sure we knew that. So they got 333,000. 200,000, your $250,000 gone. Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
So Reggie,
you ain't paid no trainer. You ain't paid no damn. You ain't paid your father and all of them, and then you left with a couple $100,000 and no belt property. Shit.
So where you could possibly win the fight, but then you lose on the cards.
Yeah. I said that too. I'm like, bro, what the nigga get robbed? Because you in Philly, nigga, and you cross the street, G. But Reggie, let me ask you this, Reggie. So if you saying Eddie Hearns is bad business for you, right? Then I'm gonna assume that you must agree with Brian Norman Sr. when he said Boots will never be undisputed because Eddie Hearn don't pay. You know what I'm saying? I think regardless, like them niggas ain't gonna sit around on them belts. Like them other champions ain't finna just be dancing around sitting on the belts. Like whether they gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Because the other champions want to unify and be undisputed too.
So Alberto, he took a beating for 650K. He took a beating for 650K. That was his biggest payment ever.
Julius say Boots looks super dry away and he should move up immediately. My thing is this: Boots come in wild low, like 145 and some change. Like that nigga, when dudes come in like that, they don't have a problem making weight, bro. When dudes is coming in that low, weight ain't no issue. Dude be coming in 145 and some change. Like, bro, that's damn.
But that clock is much shorter for him than it is for Norman.
It is, but it'd be a problem. It'd be a problem if Boots was like struggling now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not even. He's not struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like once he starts,
why he's not struggling? He's dedicated.
Oh yeah, that boy
Yeah,
living it.
that's true. Mhm.
That's cool. You
Right.
live in the gym, but ain't nobody for you to fight in the arena, my nigga.
Well, then everybody look, they gonna get their mandatory voluntary defenses. I believe Conor Ben's gonna get up and he might be able to snatch him a title or something. He might get him a shot at a voluntary against Boots. I mean, who knows? I believe Conor Ben might that might be a tough fight for Boots. I ain't gonna lie, man. I got that fight thinking about that fight right now. I got that fight going the distance for sure. I ain't gonna lie. For the simple fact that they've been putting Conor Ben in there with 154 pounders for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That boy been fighting bigger niggas for a reason. His power gone since he been off the eggs, but that Mexican he fought, that Randolfo dude he fought, that motherfucker was sturdy. That was a sturdy motherfucker. And
Julius,
even Pete Dobson, after seeing Pete Dobson go to
Dobson
this with
started
Lil
too.
Hackett, Dobson was sturdy as a motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be able to whatever Boost deliver. I believe Conor Ben will be able to take that shit. Hopefully the weight back down to 47 won't really affect him like that. Alberto said, "So big baby, yeah. He took a beating, G, but he could bounce back though.
it was 650. It was 650. I was told that's his biggest bag he ever got. And Top Rank didn't even want him to take the fight, but he insisted on taking the fight.
Yeah, I heard he had 4 names to choose from, and he chose him because he was the highest pay.
And he insisted, and because we all know that. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if y'all been watching that boy channel. I watch everything on his channel. He's in this game. He's a fucking mercenary until he gets the love for it. And he's not even the best mercenary. He's a mercenary, bro. Like, he always say, whoever I fight anybody for the right money. Like, nigga, you ain't even challenging yourself or nothing. These 2 fights that Top Rank gave you, blown up cruiserweights, so you can stay active while they take care of your court dealings. So when you jump in the ring with a monster, I'm gonna be quiet, man.
I mean, I feel you. It was still some it was still some speculation on whether or not Bacoli was going to live up to the shit he was, I would say, known for. You know what I'm saying? All his sparring stories and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
Them
I ain't.
facts though. Them
Yeah,
facts though. Blunts. You know what I'm saying? He did stop him.
yeah.
But here's the thing, though, Blunt. We know Jared Anderson biggest trait is coming off of what? A sparring story. Who he whoop on?
I don't know who did he whip
The
on.
best champion at the time.
Who he whip on?
They said he whipped on Tyson Fury. He got him ready for the Deontay Wilder fight.
Oh,
That's
I
his
mean,
sparring.
I thought he did well. I didn't know he whooped on his ass. I thought he was just.
yeah, he did well. I don't know if he whooped on
They
him.
said he whooped on him. They ran with that. So his sparring story ain't no different than Bacoli. Is it true? Is it not?
No, Bacoli's sparring story is better because it was Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois. And right now, Dubois got momentum heading into that fight. You know what I'm saying? His next fight.
He does. Yeah. That's gonna be a good fight.
I'm saying combat when they were talking about that sparring with Jared Anderson, that was what 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were and you know people run with it. Oh man, he whooped on Tyson Fury. He whooped on Tyson. He gonna be next because Tyson Fury said when this guy gets into the rankings, I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah.
That's a catapult right there.
Yeah, where.
Yeah, well now we see what happened with that. But the good thing about the heavyweight division is that them niggas can get knocked out and come back. I mean, it's not a problem. Like they heavyweights. Yeah. That's what happened.
Ask Chisora. God dang. Chisora.
Hey, WCS want you to WCS, come on, why they show us one more good shot at it, bro? I heard about Chisora. Why not? Unless his heart ain't in it.
You talking about Chisora and Wilder?
Yeah. Nah. OG, you see the article I sent you last night on Instagram? That
I didn't see it, bro.
Ngannou
right now.
Yeah, and Ngannou still want to fight Wilder.
Yeah, because that's one of those deals where like I was trying to tell people back in the day, you know, 2 black fighters, you know, got a name. You know, Deontay Wilder's been stopped, and freaking Francis Ngannou's been blasted. So
Yeah.
you know he want to fight Wilder because you know Wilder was gonna pretty much give him a payday too, just like he gave Ortiz. You
When
know,
I think about it, it does make a bit of sense though with Zhang having stopped Wilder, AJ having stopped
yeah,
Ngannou, and Zhang and AJ having fought in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Armstrong, real quick, he said Boots versus Ben in London sold out arena. He can't fight in London, man. He's still banned over
Fight
there. He
London.
gotta fight over here in the
It
States.
would
Can he
be
even
crazy.
fight in America right now?
That would be crazy, but since he can't fight over there, you got to bring him over here to Philly and continue to build on that star stardom that you want for Boots. And you know, Wells Fargo again with a big name. Like no matter how you say it, the Ben name is a fucking big name, bro. On some real shit.
Yeah, that fight's gotta happen. I think it will. I think Eddie's gonna line that up. Did Eddie Hearn protect Canelo Alvarez? You know what I'm saying? It sounds like Eddie's doing the same thing with Boots. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Now you good, bro. I mean, I can't say because like I said, I wasn't around when all that shit was going on when Eddie was with Canelo and
He gave Canelo whatever he wanted, like everybody else except for Oscar De La Hoya. You gave him whatever he wanted just so he could fight on that platform.
Seemed like he get everything he want.
And he still do it. Whenever if Canelo don't got a fight lined up with somewhere, that fight always happen on the zone, don't it? So yeah. I mean,
so what
Canelo
y'all think
can't
about
do
the Bacoli and Zhang if they next?
That's gonna be
You know
good.
what's
I
so
got
crazy?
Bacoli.
Interesting fight, man. Real interesting fight. I kind of believe Bacoli when he says he'll stop Zhang. I was surprised when what was it? Miller, Big Baby Miller. He told the story of Bacoli and how his father was like, yo, where he comes from and Congo or whatever, and seeing people die and leaving to go to Poland to beat up wherever he's at. No, Scotland. The only big black motherfucker in Scotland just for some peace. Like,
Yeah.
and Bacoli is only 31 years old. Like that dude is young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, young big motherfucker, ain't
Hell yeah.
he? That mother got some power too. Shit.
You know what's crazy? When Turkey said, you know, when he asked for the top 10 fights you want to have, guess what fight was in the top 10? Bacoli versus Zhang. I was like, word? Oh, snap.
That would be crazy, man.
I put it in my I listed that fight in my top 10 list, and that's when I heard that was coming up. I was like, oh, word? Okay, I'm with that. That was on my list.
Yeah. I still want to see Jared Anderson. I want to see the big babies fight each other. I think Miller and that would be amazing.
I don't want to see Jared fight him next. If you fight him next, you destroy him. He can't fight him next.
Fight who?
Jared Anderson can't fight Miller next?
Nah.
What?
Nah. You can't put Jared Miller with him in that very next fight. Nah. I think it's
Andy
a bad idea.
Ruiz fat back ass came back and went, was it 12 rounds?
Yeah.
And
12
got a victory from him versus Andy Ruiz.
And that motherfucker.
Hey, I think Jared Anderson put the brakes on freaking Miller after that performance he had with Ruiz. If you want to just push freaking Jared around, Jared ain't no small motherfucker. I don't know what people looking at. I seen that motherfucker in person. He ain't small. And neither is Jarrell Miller either.
Look, when he took that, he took them shots from
yeah, he did.
He took them shots from Bacoli, G. He got up, man. Yeah. That one uppercut that they showed in slow motion. My God, I was surprised. His man.
Yeah, he sat down. He sat down for a minute, you know, on the inside with Bacoli. He was trading, but Bacoli was just too much with the power, man. You know, but man, yeah, he should fight Jarrell Miller. Why not? I mean, Miller, come on, man. He got stopped by Daniel Dubois. Look at his comeback fight. Look at this.
He's got to go up too, bro. Like if you're a Jared Anderson fan, he's got to go up in competition. He can't have no
Nah, you gotta ease that nigga back in, man. You gotta ease that nigga back in. You
You
can't
can't,
continue
bro.
to send this nigga up after he just got served like that.
Now
Ease him
okay,
back in. I think Miller, he's
Blunt.
still,
We just
like he
babied
said,
him.
G, I'm
We just
only
babied him. We just
23.
babied him for a year. We just babied him for his last 3 fights.
That you
Blunts.
know but look at how many fights he has. The first 10 to 15 fights are all developmental fights when it comes to fighters.
He's a contender.
Hey,
that's
Blunts, can I ask you something? Do I
he's
need to
still
ask you this on
developing.
Patreon? Do I need to ask you this on
Hell
Patreon?
nah.
That no, seriously. Did you say the same thing about Spence when you heard he was fighting Fundora? You need to slide him back in there after taking that ass whooping from Crawford.
Well, listen, Spence is notoriously known for not sliding back in there with nobody. This is Mr. No Tune-ups. You know what I'm saying?
So he said he's no tuna. I'm just saying, man. Like,
I mean, he lived by that moniker. So if that's what it is, he need to show up and do what he do. You know what I'm saying? I expect him to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? He seems to have stood on most of his business. I mean, so pop back up, bro. No tune-ups. Get your ass in there and handle your business. Like I know he should. Like the bookies know he should by making him the favorite against Fundora. So I mean,
he should. I think he should just return and fight whoever's out there in the top ranking. I mean, like, he got beat up, but you know, Spence is in worse condition than a lot of these cats, and they was about to give him Fundora. That would have been a eulogy, bro. I was getting my suit ready. Seriously, I ain't gonna lie. I was getting my suit ready. I'm glad he ain't fighting Fundora now. I'm absolutely.
I thought it was
ecstatic.
Fundora. Who he for the fight now?
If he don't fight,
that's what he might fight Fundora, man. I still have faith and hope that fight.
I know what you're saying in the chat. He might, but I don't think so, man.
Man,
I'm with
OG, I'm
WCS.
telling you, they're gonna pop out. They're gonna pop out with some surprise news. And Brim, I seen you tweeted the other day too about Spence wasn't gonna fight him. Man,
nope.
Listen,
Fedor is either gonna fight Bud or he's gonna fight the winner of Murtazalev and Tim Tszyu. They're your unification fight
ain't no
right
way,
there in the
man.
region. No money. That's a better play for Fedor. Watch it happen. Watch my words.
I like that matchup though. I like that matchup right there. I like those two options.
Yeah,
I see Fundora giving up his one belt. Listen, I look at it like this: it's like Fundora can either get his ass whooped for the belt or he can give it up voluntarily. It's like a robbery. You know what I'm saying?
For which belt though? For which belt?
He give up his WBO title. Let Crawford have that motherfucker. Spare yourself that ass whooping. Get in there with Spence. Sell Spence your WBC belt. Make way for Virgil and Spence in Texas. Make way for Virgil and Spence in Texas. And I promise you that means we getting a rematch at 154 pounds with Spence and Crawford.
Yo, Blunts,
I do a lot dedicated to what you put in the chat because I screenshot the hell out your comments. So if in 30 days he don't get it, I'm gonna say okay, he was right.
I'm be quiet.
I can. That's what we gonna see, man. That's the only plan. It makes the most. I mean, why else would he jump his happy ass into the ring like that? Oh yeah, he got to see me next. He got to see me, and he can still see him if he come up off that belt. That's all he got to do.
He was high and drunk, so you know when you fucked up, you do shit that you wouldn't do when you were sober.
That could have been the case, Pop. That could have been the case. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, they got that shit cooking. We know they got that shit cooking, man. Samson slimy ass. I just know he got that shit worked up with Al. Man, listen. And I'm telling you, Spence is hunkered down right now somewhere in a bunker, training his ass off.
You ready for Earl to go ahead and retire so you can pick it? Do you have a new fighter picked out that you love?
Oh shit.
Earl ain't
for real.
Retire,
do you have
man.
a fighter you love that's selected already?
Like, cause on my channel, I love to say, find you a new favorite fighter because your old fighter either is about to piss you off or he's getting ready to retire. So when it comes to you, Blunts, your favorite fighter about to get retired. Do you have a new favorite fighher?
My favorite fighter ain't finna get retired. I'll tell you that right now.
Get retired.
But Spence
Bud again, it's over for this nigga. It's rap.
Spence got many favorite fighters. Spence about to bounce back, man. And I think it'll be good for the sport. I think if, like I said, if he's smart, if he's doing what I think he's doing, he's somewhere right now training like Drago.
Does he have a trainer yet?
I hope he do. He might.
Holy shit. We talking about this guy fighting the WBC, WBO champ and he ain't even got no goddamn
He
trainer.
fighting the nigga that already got knocked the fuck out and dropped by another nigga that got knocked the fuck out.
That's facts. That's facts.
He got dominated. Hold on, wait.
He got dropped twice.
That's a fact.
Come on, man.
Errol Spence got dominated and
by the best fighter in the world. Who the fuck knocked Fundora out? Tell me right now. It damn sure wasn't the best fighter in the world.
It was Mendoza. It was some, but I can tell you this. Fundora already came back and beat a champion, a tough champion, and is champion in the division that Errol Spence.
Barely. He barely did.
Hey, man, listen, man.
His head was falling apart.
He won the damn fight. He figured out he won the fight.
His head was falling apart.
I'll tell you this: Errol Spence's face gonna be falling apart when he fight Fundora.
I don't see it, man.
That Cosby face gonna be fucked up.
What was Errol known for? What was Errol known for? The jab and the body shots, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you do with tall fighters? You go to the body.
To the body.
It's just weird though, man, because Errol not the best inside fighter, man. It's like how you gonna get his shots off.
But he can fight on the inside though. We
yeah,
know
but not against. He ain't fight no 6'7" dude almost.
I guarantee you he will. He gonna fight Fundora on the inside. That's the only chance he got.
That's the only.
He gonna get caught with uppercuts then all night.
So you know he's a.
So you know Balaj, what he does well is throw that overhand left. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, true.
So if he can set that up with Fundora, remember what Brian Mendoza stuck him up. He stuck Fundora with a what? Check left hook.
Yeah.
Hey, I got Spence stopping Fundora, man. I got Spence stopping Fundora. I got Virgil and Spence in Texas. It'll be huge. By that time, Bud should be fighting. He should be unifying with Tim Tszyu because Tim Tszyu is the throwback fighter. He always saying that. I want to fight the best fighters. I want to fight the guys that nobody else wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I see Tszyu stepping up after all the things I've heard him say. Because I heard Tszyu say out his mouth, "I'd rather fight Spence over Crawford." You know what I'm saying? They do have a common interests, commonalities where they both stopped Ocampo in the first round. So I mean, he had his reasons for wanting to fight Spence, but I feel he'll step into that era that his pops came from and take on the biggest challenge and fight Bud.
Hey, Blunts.
Yo.
What weed do you have right now that you smoking on? Because I'm gonna go get that same strain.
Tell me what you think.
Because you're saying that, okay, Earl's gonna beat Fundora, and then he's gonna fight
Virgil and beat Virgil.
So if he's gonna fight Fundora probably next year in February, that means he won't fight Virgil till 2026. Because we know from Earl's record, he fight how many months?
Listen. We already listen. All Spence got to do is stop Fundora, and that sets it off right there. That's what I'm saying. All he got to do is stop Fundora. By that time, the Turk gonna be knocking on that nigga door in the dressing room. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, I saw what you just did. We make Virgil next.
Yeah, we make Virgil next, and it'll be 2026 by the time Earl will be ready.
It won't be. Turk don't play that 2026 shit. When Tyson Fury got injured, Turk said something happened again. Guess what? I'm taking money from niggas. If this fight don't happen on the day I say, somebody ain't gonna make no money. Remember that shit?
Well, that's cool, but if you're dealing with Earl, the day gonna be 16 months from that.
That's what I'm saying. If Earl is smart, that's what I'm saying. He's somewhere getting this shit together. You know what I'm saying? That ass whooping like that gotta wake you the fuck up.
That shit not happening, bro.
An ass whooping like that gotta wake you the fuck up. It gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I now I see I can't be inactive no more. I gotta keep fighting. I need to fix my trainer. I need to devote and dedicate myself. Shut yourself off from the world. Don't tell nobody your motherfucking business. Stop going live on accident. Stop eating pies at nighttime and doing bullshitting all your life. Get your shit together.
That nigga's old, man. He in his
What makes
30s
you
now.
think he gonna stop that though, bro? What makes you think he gonna stop that?
He just made the most money he ever made in his life. I think that's why. I think he see the Turk in boxing. I think he see the success that Crawford is going to continue to have and is still having right now. And he knows that there's a possibility he can still get some more money.
Hold on, if I'm not mistaken, Bud had money for him on that Instagram live, and I can remember every content creator talking about some all money ain't good money, oh that dirty oil money, oh
Well, that was money he didn't see. You talking about money he wasn't able to see. I'm talking about the money he already seen. I'm talking about the money that already hit that nigga account. He made some bread fucking with Bud.
No,
And he
yeah.
know if he run that shit back, he can run
Right.
that paycheck back. And if he, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, though, it's gonna be tough though, man. Going
It
through
is gonna be tough.
Run Door and Virgin. I mean, both of them. That's crazy.
Hey, but that's what builds the Crawford rematch.
No, hell
That's
yeah.
what
That's gonna build it. I would want to
That's
see
gonna
it if he
have
do
niggas.
that.
That's gonna have niggas
I
at the
don't
book
think.
placing a bet like, I think
Yeah.
Spence can do it this time.
No,
That
hell
nigga
yeah.
stopped Fedor and he beat Virgil.
So
He
hold on,
the WBC champ.
I just came to imaginary tales.
Okay, but
After
what you
seeing
telling
Virgil
me
get dropped.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Stop.
Spence got a good chance now.
No,
Spence got
man.
a good chance.
Especially if he stops Fundora. If he stops Fundora, they gonna give him the chance that, man, listen, they're gonna go crazy about the Virgil fight. G.
Man, Fundora gonna jab the
Hey,
shit
listen,
out
y'all,
of
do
goddamn
not listen to
Spence.
Blunts about when Earl and Bud fight again, because he's gonna be telling y'all to bet on Earl. And he know that ass will be coming. Woo, boy!
You out your mind if I tell anybody to bet on Earl. I wouldn't bet on Earl if my life depended on it. I'd die peacefully knowing that Crawford served that nigga up the last time. I wouldn't give a fuck if Crawford was 45 years old and Spence was 39, 38. I still got Crawford winning. But I do believe that Spence can come back and put on a better performance. That's what I do believe. Because the performance he put on that night, it was horrible. It was horrible from the media workout to the fight. You know what I'm saying? It was that bad. Like, it was that we seen all the signs the entire fucking week. We saw it in the little lead up shit to the fight. Man, we seen all that shit, bro. We seen it, bro.
Hold on, but Blunt.
I got a question for everybody. Hold up. I got a question for everybody.
Real quick before you ask that question. Blunts, you were told and you heard just like me on different platforms, and I remember, and WCS said it's gonna be a massacre. He told you. That's your OG.
We knew that. We knew that. You tell him, of course, we knew that.
So why do you want to see it again? What do you think?
I don't think people really knew it, dog.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. We didn't know it was gonna be that bad. A lot of folks didn't know it was gonna be that bad. You know what I'm saying? But it was.
I knew he was gonna stop.
But we knew we wasn't going. We knew he didn't have no fucking chance.
Bro, what I'm telling y'all is, I listened just like on a Blunts listen, a few other people listened. WCS said this shit ain't gonna be close. I'll say, for real, WCS, he said ain't gonna be close. I think he was on his boxing to you when he said that. He said
that shit was beyond not close. That shit was damn near attempted murder is what we talking about. Like, that was a vicious assault. You know what I'm saying? That was an attack.
We saw.
I know 5
WCS. I thought it would be a good fight and maybe Bud will win, but WCS said it's gonna be a massacre. He's not gonna see the final bell.
The point of this is that Spence can come back and see the final bell. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Y'all, check this out. What's the percentage of y'all feel that Spence is gonna actually fight Fedor next? I go first. 15%.
15. I get that shit at 85.
I would say 50%.
I'm about 85% sure. I'll know for sure if he come above this belt.
I don't know. I gotta go one below brim. 14.2%.
So you can win. How you gonna do me like that? How you gonna prices right me like that, WC? That's how you gonna do me like that.
I gotta dip below that shit. I don't know, man. I can't see it, bro. I don't have confidence, man.
Yeah.
I like what whoever said that earlier about him fighting the winner of Zoo Bakram, you know.
Yeah, right.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That, but why? I'm saying why come to 54 if the purpose is not to run back that fight?
Because
No,
just
yeah,
think
it would make
about it.
sense.
Think of the direction. Crawford can get Fundora. Then you have Tim Tszyu already fighting for the IBF to try to become 2-time super welterweight champion. He'll have a belt out there. What other belt is going to be left that Crawford don't have? When he go in there and beat Fundora, he's gonna have to go see Tszyu for the freaking undisputed. So
that's if they put both. That's if they put both titles on the line with that fight. So far, the WBO is the only one. The WBC not involved in that fight. That belt not that WBC belt that Fundora got might not be on the line when he fight Crawford. It could just be WBO and WBA.
That'd be
No, the
crazy though.
WBC will be on the line too.
Yeah, the WBC, all that's gonna be on the line, bro. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, WCS, real quick. I got my little bro over here. He just put Bud and Earl like this. He said that Earl is like a high-ranking corporal, and when he fought Bud, he ran into like a lieutenant colonel, some shit like that. That's what this shit is. That's how he's seen this shit. And we from the area where Earl from, so when I told him that he was gonna get his ass whipped, after WCS telling me and Shy News and come, I was like, well, yo, he's about to get fucked up, bro. Ah, shut up. I got kicked out of barbecues. I got kicked out of birthday parties. Niggas told me shut up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And then after the fight, I couldn't get nobody to respond to me on Facebook, on Messenger. When nobody called me back. Ain't nobody want to see me when I pulled up. I'm just saying, bro. I just take from. I don't want to see that shit again. Like, I don't want no other people getting hurt. There's people
If that nigga beat Fundora and he beat Virgil, people gonna want to see that again, G. People gonna want to see that again.
And niggas shut down their YouTube page off this ass whipping, bro. You trying to fuck niggas up, blunts?
That shit would be amazing, bro. That shit would be amazing, bro. Then if you go the distance, nobody will ever believe that shit. Then it be a draw. Then they do a trilogy. Wow.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Damn.
And then look,
man,
and then Spence win the trilogy because Crawford be too old. Man, that'd be a story for history, dog.
Hey, listen, who's still old? Who is still owed money from the Bud Crawford Earl Spence fight?
Oh, money.
Niggas gonna pop back out of nowhere and try to carry that shit over. We're gonna be like, let's put it on this one right here.
Like, I know somebody still owe me $150. The nigga try to avoid me every time he see me. I think I seen him twice since Earl got his ass whipped. I just see him all the time.
Damn. Damn.
I see him all the time. That's the same thing that took me out of his brother's barbecue.
Adrian Clark tweeted 1.5 million gets chopped 810K before taxes. Negotiate more money, man. Boxing. That ain't no duck, dog. But anyway, but yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? Spence gonna come back, man. I wish people would have more faith in him, bro. He fought the best fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? He fought the best fighter in the world. Nobody was saying nothing like motherfuckers said before he fought Bud. Nobody said nothing when he was beating up Ugas. Nobody said nothing when he was beating up everybody else. He fought the best fighter in the world. He'll be back, bro. Let that man cook right now.
You know the problem is though, is how he moved afterwards, though, bro. It's how he moved afterwards to make you.
What he do, bro?
All right, wait to the real last minute to activate that rematch, right? Now, but can he even face Boots if he wanted to, or if they talked junk in the fight, could possibly because he's contractually obligated. Then 6 months, almost 7 months later, when you're wondering what's gonna happen, and come to find out, Buzz, you agreed to do it at 154, and Spence rolls up with an eye patch in a wheelchair. Ain't this
for the second time he rolls up with an eye patch in a wheelchair.
And now they can't hold him no more. Dang. You gotta let him go. And cost him time during his career where people say, "Oh man, Crawford's inactive," because of that. So there's reasons why the confidence is kind of low right now, because the way he's moving it is.
Listen, if you are an Earl Spence fan, and I don't know after the dropping of the duel, after that, if you didn't know that this man was not living a boxer's life, and then goes on his goes on his girls YouTube page.
We bringing up old shit though. We need to talk about the new shit. What could be the future? What could be the possibilities going forward?
Check this. I got a hot take right now.
Now the
Go ahead.
I got a super hot take.
The man goes on and says that I was not really living a boxer's life. So you mean to tell me you done fell out of a car, bounced off the pavement like cartoon character? You survived that shit. You know, you have a fight. Okay, now you come back after all that surgery. You have a detached retina and allegedly 2 more car accidents. Then you go and run head on into a 147-pound Mack truck. We ain't seen you since. And I'm supposed to think you're going to be the champion the next time you fight? Who the fuck this nigga supposed to be? The more times Errol Spence fights, the quicker his career about to be over.
Sheesh.
Word,
the hot
Bram,
take of the day.
What's the word, bro?
The hot take of the day is this: Norman would stop Boots, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh shit!
It's
what?
Same philosophy. Same philosophy.
Put your
as
goddamn
Boo-Boo.
fanboy hat on again. I see.
No, this is not a fanboy hat. No, listen. This is not a fanboy hat. Just listen to me. I'm gonna give you this, and you're gonna be like, wow. When you look at Boo Boo versus Benavidez, the first thing I said to myself is, Boo Boo's never been through the fire for real, you know, where you got to make a decision and make an adjustment and go to a plan B. There's nothing like that tested metal when you're in the ring. There's no replacing that experience. When you got Norman, who has had to perform in a fight with a completely busted up hand, still find a way to win, not an impressive win. You know, then fights a dirty fight, deals with all types of wild stuff, and then gets knocked down. Then you go into somebody else's house as the underdog, and you put on a master class. That experience creates a certain amount of metal. So when you're in fights, I think when you have to make a certain adjustments, I think it becomes a little easier when you're in the fire. And I think if Boots puts Norman in the fire, Norman will be able to adjust to it better than Boots would if Norman put him through the fire. Because have we seen Boots actually in the fire and know how to perform in that fire? No, we haven't. Boo Boo didn't eat it. He got burnt up. He'll get burnt up as well because of that experience.
You don't think Avanesian kind of gave him a little bit of 3rd-degree burns a little bit? He was blasting him a little bit.
Avanesian fought enough to throw enough to keep the fight interesting, but he did not in any way press it all because he was fighting with a mentality to make it as long as he could.
I mean, I think he did excellent, being that his testicles probably in his sternum. You know, freaking Boots with all them low blows.
Wait, what?
Boots was hitting with all those low blows. His testicles was probably in his sternum. It was probably hard for him to stand on his feet upright.
How many low blows did you see him hit them with? I think I only saw 2.
Nah,
2 is enough, goddamn it. What the fuck are you talking about?
He
You hit me in the balls.
He had that dude with some freaking low blows, man.
You're not gonna hit me in the balls twice inside of 30 minutes, bro. Come on.
I mean, yeah, pop off, but do you think it was intentional?
I don't give a fuck if it's intentional or not. You're a professional. You're supposed to know better.
Man, he hit that dude. Man, he hit that dude hard in the cup.
So now you adding some more heat. The reason why Norman would be so he puts fire on people and it to be to get him out. But if somebody put the fire on him, what's going to happen? I mean, has Boots ever been in the fire in a fight?
Okay, well, but hold on though. When it comes to Norman, if you want to believe sparring wars, that's cool. But in a fight, the last time that he looked, if you want to call it, a good performance, was the last fight when he got the belt, when he got the intern belt, and then became elevated. Everything before that, he looked like he rushing it. That's just to me.
Hey, my boy Karate Body, been a minute. If Norman felt he beat Ennis, he would have taken the offer. he and his father showed their hand. Listen, bro, I mean, you know, like I said, man, they wasn't gonna walk away with at least $1 million. Wasn't worth it, man. If you go over there, say you beat them, they rob you on cards. I mean, it's all bad, bro. You lose your belt, you walk away with like 800, maybe 750. I mean, the 800 that they was talking about after all the taxes and fees, like Adrian Clark just mentioned. Well, he put the tweet out from 4 hours ago, but I just read that tweet. It's a 1.5 million is 810,000 after it's all chopped up.
And
So I
tax.
mean, and he that's not including the IRS. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh shit.
Adrian Clark broke that down without the tax man. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's not a good bet, man.
How much money is it?
810,000. He could fight a couple more fights on Top Rank and be close to that same amount. You know
Okay, so hold on, wait. You said that's 810,000 before taxes, right?
Before the government.
Okay, so now you take for every meal you make, they take 330, regardless of how much you got after whatever. So if you make 1.5, they're gonna be taking about 4.
Get at the brim. He's the math wizard.
Yeah,
you have classes on that.
I mean, they're gonna be taking. So you can already deduct after you get that 810, deduct that 330, and what you looking at.
So I'm saying that's
330 plus another 165.
He just supposed to come and get a belt for nothing. That's crazy work and possibly get knocked out. I mean, I'm not feeling that.
So you're looking at what less than 500 stack? I mean, what?
Sound like it.
Maybe about 350K, 350 to 400K.
Yeah,
hell no.
So like Blunts is saying, and like I understand.
About 400. He'll clear about 400K. Pops will clear about 100, 110, 120K.
Oh,
Yes,
nah,
there you
man,
go.
listen, Jay-Z line comes into play right now. What you eat don't make me shit. Where's the love?
But who gets the line share in the rematch? Wasn't it supposed to be a 2-fight deal? Regardless of who
a one-way, two-way,
one-way
rematch. One-way rematch.
One way was going to be in the favor of Boots, I suppose.
Yeah,
you're pretty much correct there, sir.
Okay. Damn.
Hell
no wonder they didn't take the deal then.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, but people calling me a fanboy though. I'm just saying.
Hey, when they call you a fanboy, you got to continue to break them down, bro. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell them what it is, but I ain't gonna lose too much sleep over it. It's fun for what it's worth. You know.
That's the only way. That's the only way, Karate Body. If he loses one of these fights, it's a crazy fumble. He would have been a headliner versus him fighting on the prospects. That's what I'm seeing everybody say too. Where that he's fighting on the undercard of a prospect. First of all, Keyshawn's not a prospect; he's a contender. He's highly ranked in the sanctioning bodies. Yeah. So he's definitely not a prospect. He's a contender.
Exactly.
Number two, being a co-main has advantages, right? I found this out when Diego Pacheco fought McCalman on the undercard of Richardson, Hitchens, and Lemos. Like Diego's a contender, was main evented against Corceres, and then pops up as a co-main to fucking Richardson, Hitchens. I was like, what the fuck? But basically a co-main, it alleviates the pressure on the fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really not a time where you gotta live up and perform extra wild, extra crazy. Like being a co-main it's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he go out there, he do his thing, he gets seen, you know what I'm saying, by so and so's fan base. I'm pretty sure they doing that Keyshawn. Are they doing it in Virginia where Keyshawn's from?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you bring your people up. You know what I'm saying? Right. For the East Coast, whoever's coming down from the Philadelphia area. I mean, it's the whole DMV and shit. Like, it's a good showing. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time to show yourself off to a group of fans. You know what I mean? Until they could bring that nigga to Atlanta, because they did say Top Rank or whatever was having. I think Norman Sean said this football season, so there's trouble with the dates and shit and all that shit. Like, they can't get as many dates or whatever. It's a football season. I don't fucking know, but I mean, it's not bad being a co-main. You know what I mean? It's not bad being a co-main. G. Like when they say he's a co-main on like, okay, and is he fighting? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to fight, right? Now, if that nigga, like my boy said, Stephen Fulton just main evented against Inoue, and now he fighting on YouTube for free. They ain't even putting that nigga on pay-per-view.
The prelims.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga's on the prelims.
Think about it, Blunts. He was never a superstar. You know, I was happy for Fulton picking up the straps, no doubt. I mean, he had some great fights against Angelo Leo, Luis Neri, Brandon Figueroa, but he was never a superstar, bro.
Oh, gee, that's just crazy. You know, niggas, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I think Rolly's a lot more exciting to watch than Stephen Fulton, but niggas is like, just the excitement factor, right?
We're not talking about what you asked him earlier. What strain? What the fuck?
We're not talking about boxing right now. We're not talking about boxing skills. We're not talking about sweet science.
Rolly is better than what?
If you put a group of motherfuckers in the room and said, "Do you want to watch Rolly fight or Cool Boy Steph fight?" Them niggas is picking Rolly. They want to see Rolly fuck up, get knocked out, be dumb, be stupid, say some dumb shit in his post-fight interview, be spitting. They want to see all that goofy shit. They don't want to sit there and watch Cool Boy Steph cruise his way to a motherfucking decision win. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like
man,
he did with Angelo Leo.
He fought Angelo Leo on the inside, man. Quite opposite.
They
of what
was
his
working.
boxing style was, bro.
They was working. He did show that he could box Angelo Leo's fight and win. But that's what I'm saying. That's for some hardcore shit. That ain't for like the average boxing fan.
He fought Brandon Figueroa different than he fought Leo.
Of course, OG. That's what makes a unified champion. Somebody that can adapt to all styles. That's technically proficient. We get that. But excitement,
Cuban goofball.
Excitement is somebody.
Romero.
Yes, somebody with no technical proficiency who's just in there winging it and could embarrass themselves or fuck around and knock you out. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Motherfuckers look forward to that shit. It's just the facts, which is probably the reason why Rolly's on the main pay-per-view and Cool Boy Steph is on the goddamn prelims on YouTube for free. And that's just the facts of the matter, man. That's just the facts of the matter.
It's the facts of the matter. See, if this was a Monday, I would have probably unsubscribed. Since it's a Friday and you probably feeling good and shit, man, I'm gonna stick around and chill. You know, Blunts be throwing me shit behind the scene all the time, so I'm gonna stay true to the game, man.
Why else would they put a former unified champion coming off fighting one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world on a YouTube over Rolly Romero, who coming off being knocked out twice?
One of the worst boxers of this era. The best performance that he had in the early rounds of Tank. Yeah, knocked out against Tank. He had good early rounds. Tank said he had some pop on his punches, and he got slept into the ropes.
Oh shit!
Damn near got knocked out by Barroso.
And then Barroso coming there, 97 and a half years old, and he's beating the brakes off of him. And Tony Reed say, "Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Exactly. Stop this fight."
Keep going, OG.
Right? Oh, shit, yo.
Yeah, Barroso.
Now you think about it, like
keep going though. We're not done. Them is all. Tell me, all three of Rolly's last fights wasn't exciting.
Okay, hold on, wait, Blunt. I see what you're saying, cause like me, I don't, do lives on the fight parties. I watch the fight, but I throw a fight party, like a real fight party, if I ain't getting there. So niggas will fall asleep if they don't see something. You'll look over, you know what I'm saying? They girls be on their phone and shit. You like, oh man, it's a whack ass card. But if you do have Rolly up there, and he was talking shit and saying stupid shit, people will get off their phone like, what the fuck he just say? Exactly. And then you see him go in there and get knocked the fuck out. I kind of get it. I get it.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Because okay, WCS, you OG for me too a little bit because I'm 43, but you got to know that everything under that little bit, that attention span is shorter than a motherfucker. But we didn't have that damn glory because our parents would beat our ass. They beat tension span into us. They made sure patience was a virtue for us. We got it one way or fucking another. So, but this everything under 30, attention span shorter than a motherfucker. So when you throw a fight party and people show up and you be like, how old are you? And then people want to act like they still 20 and you're like, nigga, you 38 years old. What the fuck is wrong? Whatever. So I get it. You need a rollie in there every now and then if the fight gets if the fight card gets boring.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rolly,
who's the second rollie then?
Oh
second Rolly, god damn.
No. Come on, pops. Come on. You talking this rollie? You got. Come on. Who's the second rollie in boxing? Nobody.
Damn, that's crazy.
Nobody's that equally goofy and be saying that retarded shit than Rolly.
Hold on. Wait. But hold on. And damn, yeah, he Rolly though, because he's not skilled. There's different levels of Rolly because you got Tiafimo, you got Edgar Berlanga, you got Blair Flair. Like somebody,
Nah, bro. Nah.
You trying to compare them to Rolly?
Nah. Yeah, nah.
Huh? I said different levels.
Different levels. I
it's
want to
no
know
levels
who's the
to this.
second Rolly. I want to know who's the
Yeah.
second Rolly.
Rolly
The basically validate your point that you need to see a Rolly in there. Like who else can emulate Rolly? He lost. He arguably lost to Jackson Marinez. He was gifted that for the interim. Then he came in here, knocked out by Tank. He gets inserted into the 140-pound division easily. Then he goes in there and gets stopped, mollywopped by Isaac Cruz after the Barroso debacle.
Come on, man. Like what?
But hey, man, I can understand how boxing fans can be. You know, they need some entertainment like Rolly. Everybody need a circus every now and then. The Rolly's the clown. Are you not entertained? Hey, Rolly's the clown you need, man.
Yeah, Combat, I can tell you right now, like I'm just telling you, guy who will be having. I got the big screen right there, and niggas be like, "You got the big?" Like, yeah, I'm watching the fight all the time. Until like like the main event or some shit, like motherfuckers be in their phone playing music. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? This is a boxing card. I'm like, bro, if I wanted to party, nigga, I'd already have the music playing. But
hey, you must admit, Rolly's most entertaining value is before the fight, during fight week for the presser and all that. That's it. That's the only time he's freaking hilarious.
And just after he's slightly concussed, and they hand him the mic and ask him to speak. His post fight speech in the ring with Isaac Cruz was just crazy. I could have swore he said something like "Happy New Year," and it was like "Let the year," some shit like.
Yeah, you never supposed to really have the mic in front of their face and they still loop.
No, that's what Tyson
just like
Fury
DC, just like DC. You know, he was knocked out by John Jones. They never should have put DC up in front of the mic. He started crying. It became a meme.
Damn, I ain't see that.
He started crying.
That's crazy, dog. I ain't see that, dog. Hold on, man.
Started crying, bro.
I didn't know that. So
and then when you his interview, when he tell you how John Jones did him, he was like the way he kicked him and he took his leg from out of him, and then he was already.
And he kicked him to sleep too. That's
like I don't know if he kicked him to sleep, but he kicked.
No,
his
he
leg
punched him to sleep.
Oh,
yeah, well, Pop's saying when John turned him,
he did a 360 so fast.
Well, John went for a kick and DC mistimed. He thought he was going for a mid-body kick, and he went over the top and clipped him. He said when he was hurt, how freaking methodical John Jones is. Instead of him rushing in with freaking punches,
first coin lithium battery that has 3 different safety.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Y'all can hear that.
No, you good.
Yeah, he just pretty much kicked him in the leg and spent him around and then ground and pound him.
Yeah,
methodical stoppage, man.
He said he was so dizzy that when John and then as soon as you trying to get before you can even get your bearings, John Jones is putting in crazy work on your motherfucking ass. And that's when, and then he's still woozy from John Jones fucking him up, pound for pound, greatest fight in the world. Then you put a camera in front of him with Joe Rogan. I'm trying to get my composure. I was talking all this shit, man. He lucky Joe Rogan. He lucky he ain't knocked the shit out of Joe Rogan right there and choke him out. Get the fuck out of my face.
I don't know, man. I thought the fight was going well. I don't even know what happened. It's like I got kicked in the head. Oh man, that's so disappointing.
You know, I don't think it's a good idea to interview fighters after they've been knocked out, but I really wanted to give you a chance to express yourself. I know
look,
this was an incredible moment
Joe
for you.
already
It was very
got
emotional.
He lucky DC ain't a hood nigga and still fuck him up right there.
Oh, man, I guess if you win both fights, there is no rivalry. So I don't know.
That was a fact.
Thank you for everything, Daniel.
You're supposed to be getting that nigga that got like, bro, like, for real, bro.
Crazy,
nah, he be the in the world sometimes. Like, Combat is not like a comedian, but sometimes like the truth be the funniest shit, bro. The man,
I mean, he said some real shit. If you lose two, it ain't a robbery. He correct.
Bro, John Jones kicked him in his fucking head, then swept him. While he kicked him in the head, the motherfucker trying to get away to get right. He swept the shit out of him. Hit 5. Oh, can't get away. Where you going? Come here. Get your ass out. Oh shit. Oh.
Damn, but stand on your feet after all that though. Damn, he was on his feet for a minute.
Look at that. Look at that kick though.
Shit, he bro, get his fuck.
Ooh, look how he kicked. He low calf kicked him and spent him.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look, he punching him in the back of the head too.
Yeah,
That's
John
legal?
Jones got the lethal elbows from top position. I mean, them elbows are vicious.
That's not illegal in UFC punching him in the back of the head like that.
Hell
bro, that's GMP, bro. That's
Oh
ground and pound, man.
God. In the back of the head like that though.
Bro, it's not
look. When your opponent is going down face first, man,
there's
and
so
you
many
punching,
people yelling in there. I can't hear you snoring. My fault.
it's up to the referee to stop the fight before he get punched in the back of the head.
3 or 4 times before he kicked you in the head.
Was John McCarthy? Was that John McCarthy as a ref?
Right there. Look, this is clean as fuck. He called him right there. Oh, knocked all kind of spit out his mouth.
John McCarthy hurt.
Come on. Oh, hold on, wait. That's like, hold on. That's like 5. Okay, hold on. Stop playing.
Oh, man, he was all the way off with that.
Look, but look, he was still reactive though. Like he's still kind of.
DC, one of my favorite fighters, man, to be the shape he was when he was wrecking motherfuckers in Strike Force, dog.
The sweep killed him. He was done after that. Bounce off that shit, and here go a knee, boom, down, bing, bong, bong, however you want to say it, pow, all kind of Batman punches on his ass. He fucking him up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
but when he swept the shit out of him after kicking him, and he couldn't get his bearings, and then the nigga spin you around.
Yeah,
I've been seeing John Jones lately, man. I've been seeing John Jones. He look crazy. He look crazy these days, man. He look like he like 49. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah. He put a tweet out. He was like he in his 30s. I said, what?
Yeah, he done put on.
He look
John is a I don't know, man. He's a.
But hold on, wait though, Combat. How y'all don't know John Jones is crazy?
He said he's a grimy nigga. John Jones say I'm a grimy human being.
His brothers are football players, and he's an MMA fighter. And these niggas get to the quarterback very well. Like that's I don't know who the mama was. God bless her soul, but damn if she ain't birthed however kid she had, but 3 of them motherfuckers is vicious.
3 of them motherfuckers, man. And John, you know, he has. Look, this is one thing I say, Pop, right? This is one thing I say, Pop, about the boxing community and the MMA community. In the boxing community, they vilify the shit out of a fighter that pop dirty. But John done pop dirty several times, and they love him. That motherfucker get back to fight, and they cheer him to the ends of the earth, man. And how they establish a legend in the MMA side, you can have multiple losses, double digits. It's all about who you fought, man.
Yeah. That's a fact.
That language don't happen in boxing. You can fight whoever, and you got a 12, 13 loss. Man, you a bum, man. He's a journeyman. Not in MMA. Hell no.
You can still become champion with those many damn losses. Yeah, everybody love you.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I want to know who won them damn fights in the house that day. Because Chandler Jones had 20 plus sacks 1 year. I want to know who won, because to move a motherfucker 300 pounds with your hands and just running by him, I want to know who won some of them damn fights. John Jones, John didn't win all them fights.
Of course he didn't. I mean, you got alphas in that motherfucker, man.
That's
Pops was the alpha for a long time, and then he found out, okay, I don't have to be the alpha no more. I'm chilling. I got 3 killers.
I got 3 killers,
man.
Shit. I feel bad if they had a damn a sister, boy. That nigga. Wow. She had no boyfriend.
Fucked up in the head, man.
She would have been decent everything. She probably be the all-time leading scorer in WB, NBA or something. Be like
Shaq. That bitch should be in jail, dog. She got 3 brothers. She got 3 brothers like that. She'd be talking reckless to dudes. Man, everything, man. I'm glad they don't have no sister, bro.
So what's up with John Jones though? Because I'm seeing all this every time I see something on Twitter. I don't follow him, but all his tweets manage to pop up on my feed, and he's talking about all this Stipe talk. It seems like it's either 2 fights, and it seems like everybody
now.
Everybody
he done everything
fight.
in the sport. He like what Bud is, but been like that for 10 years.
So him and Stipe was supposed to fight, of course, because Stipe had a rivalry. That's what's so special about DC, right? DC had a blossoming rivalry with John Jones, but he ended up having a real rivalry with Stipe because, Stipe, DC knocked him out the clinch in the first round. Stipe came back and beat him with body shots. So that was it. So they was trying to make Stipe versus John Jones in the heavyweight division because Stipe is one of the best heavyweight champions ever in the UFC. But don't nobody really want to see because Stipe is a boring ass person. You know what I'm saying? He's a fireman, official. He's a legitimate good dude. So now the people want to see him fight Tom Aspinall. And he don't want, John's like, man, Yum did nothing, I mean.
So it seems as though, I guess John Jones said on July 18th, he's 260 pounds, 16 weeks away from fighting the most decorated heavyweight in UFC history. Is it?
That's Stipe. That's Stipe. So I just
somebody said
Dana
Stipe
White.
well past his prime and is basically retired. So they want him to fight Aspinall or Miocic.
They want him to fight. Aspinall. They want him to fight Tom Aspinall, who's the younger, current interim champion. Because John Jones is, he's been out the sport for a minute, and he's supposed to be coming back to face Stipe Miocic after Francis Ngannou left the sport.
Oh, okay. So Stipe
Francis
is
Ngannou, he vacated the belt and left the sport and went to boxing.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, for real.
I don't blame him.
I mean, look at the exposure that he got for those 2 fights. He got 30 million, upwards 30 million.
Yeah, the exposure and the money,
But he sold out though, and I don't like why Francis did that shit. He sold out against Joshua. Everybody knows it.
Damn. Yeah, that shit did seem a little off.
That nigga, he's a mixed martial artist, heavyweight champion. He's used to knowing how to check kicks and whether they down low or high, right? And he goes up there and postures in the middle of the ring and let Joshua fan him out, bro. No, hell no.
Joshua just did what Fury was supposed to do, bro.
Yeah, he was supposed to strike him like that, but come on, he didn't even block
he did
him.
what
He didn't
Fury
do
was
shit.
supposed to do.
It
shouldn't even happen. The fight shouldn't even have occurred.
No, that's what they wanted. See, Joshua's been manufactured for a long time, so that was just another fight for him to act like he did something. Just think about it.
Oh man,
he was 0-1, bro. 0-1 going in there to fight the former 2-time unified heavyweight champion.
Can I ask you a question, WCS? How can you put that on Joshua when it was never in the cards for Fury to have a tough fight with Ngannou? So Joshua didn't ask for that to happen. Joshua just had to clean up the mess. Come on, man. Stop it, bro.
Joshua had to clean up the mess in a fight that Ngannou still lost. Ngannou lost that 10-round fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost it on the official scorecard. The sentiment of the people and everybody that watched the fight, predominantly did not feel that Fury won. That
Correct.
means you can win a battle and lose a war, bro.
But see, that was the hocus pocus of boxing, because they showed you how they can conduct business. Fury, he could have won that fight. He could have. I mean, he gave him a complimentary third round knockdown. You know, complimentary. Alexander Usyk didn't even drop Fury, and that was a much more intensive fight, in my opinion, than freaking Francis Ngannou. And then he comes up here, he gets the momentum coming out the Fury fight. People think he won, and he goes in there and get blasted out by Joshua.
It's weird for me because it's like I've seen I remember when Turkey put out a tweet and said, matter of fact, I think it might have been for the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, but he was like, please, I could be wrong, it might have been a different fight, but he was like, please don't follow the script, win this fight or something like that. So, and then I retweeted it and I'm like, so there are scripts. Like like what are you like what script are you fucking talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, follow the script. Like, you know, like I always wonder. I mean, the only thing that plays in my mind when I think about guys, you know, throwing fights and shit, is how Michael B. Jordan got knocked out for that movie, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, he had to legitimately get knocked out for them to create that scene. And so it's like, motherfuckers for money will get knocked out. I've seen, I mean, there's fighters, stories of fighters who, you know, underdogs or journeymen who come in and throw fights and quit in certain rounds and probably bet on certain rounds for them to get knocked out and shit like that. Like, that's a whole play, man. And honestly, man, if I was a fighter, I might consider it, goddamn it. Like, shit, if I was a journeyman, I'm coming in there. Listen, I'll make sure he knocked me out in round 2, because that's plus 5,000. I'm putting my whole purse on that thing. You heard? Knock me out.
You the odds genius. You the odds genius. Just look at what happened with Clarissa.
Yeah,
positive 10,000 for a second round knockout.
Ooh.
Plus 10,000.
Ooh.
How many people got paid off that second round knockout that knew? Come
man.
on. Plus 10,000 for Carissa, who has 2 knockouts, to knock out whoever her name is in the second round. Plus 10,000, bro.
I'd be a wizard.
That's dirty right there.
Boxing, man, I'm telling you, they be
How
throwing
much is that for every $100?
Oh, whoa, you think she threw it, bro?
Who? Her opponent? Hell yeah.
Oh, talk about it, OG.
Think about this. Think about this, right? You going in there with Carissa Shields, women already don't get paid that much money, right? So the betting odds is plus 10,000 for a second round knockout. So you trying to tell me her opponent isn't telling people, hey, put your money on the second round? Wow. I mean, I'm not gonna stay champion. Carissa's gonna win this fight, period. But I'm gonna get some extra money from it.
Yeah, you know what? That could very
How
well
can you
be.
survive a first round from Carissa's punches, but all of a sudden you can't even stand up in the second?
Yeah.
And she put in more work. She put in more work in the first round with her opponent, and then the second round she just did the exact same thing, hanging out on the ropes, you know, and comboing off the ropes. That's it.
I could see it, but then again, it's also one of them things I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not something we can confirm. You know what I mean? It's one of them things like where it's,
you know what the CSWC stands for? Conspiracy. The C stands for conspiracy.
I mean, we can confirm it because nobody wants to believe it, but we can't. Nobody wants to believe the Earth is flat. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, I'm not saying. See, the Earth is flat. We find that damn near impossible. But I'm just saying, like, it's just an opinion. I mean, I'm not conspiring that. Word. I look at performances, and you look at Carissa, 2 knockouts. She ain't stopped nobody in a while, bro.
No, she didn't.
And all of a sudden, she moves up to her highest weight to become a 4 division, and it comes with a knockout in a second. Bullshit.
You know what's kind of funny though? She did say something after the fight that, like, her training regimen, you know, had some adjustments. She said it made it. She felt a phenomenal difference. She did. I do remember seeing her say that. But hey, and only another thing too is that she was throwing mad punches at the time she got pieced up too. Remember, Clarissa ducked about 4 or 5 punches before she hit her with that 3-4 piece.
Yeah.
You know how many knockdowns it was in the second round? It was multiple.
True.
It wasn't just one knockdown. She just didn't knock out flat, cold. It was just like she couldn't stand up all of a sudden no more.
I want to find it. I want to find the script. Something over get the lottery on that shit.
Man,
Fuck
you
that.
and everybody else, shit. When you find it, let me know. I want to hit that motherfucker too.
I thought you found it yet. Shit, I thought you found it.
Shit, I got it. I'm doing it the hard way, man. I'm watching
Yeah.
hours of filming. Fucking.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything, man. Shit. That shit is crazy. I need the Krabby Patty formula, man. Had I known AJ was gonna do that shit
I don't know.
Yeah, I would have came up, but you know, there are times when, I mean, of course there are times when we get it right. I mean, you know, OG got it right when Ngannou went the distance with Fury. I'm saying, I remember that very clearly.
I got a question for all y'all. What's your favorite prediction that became correct?
Favorite?
Oh, good question, bro.
I was say for me, the Bivol and Canelo. Cause motherfuckers showed my
That is a nasty pick because I did pick Canelo slightly. I knew who Bivol was. I didn't have a big edge for Canelo though. It wasn't like super confident. I just went off of his history.
Edgar Berlanga going to distance with Damon Nichols.
Nasty.
Yeah.
I won crazy money off that shit. I knew about him. I seen him around. I knew he was tough, you know. And yeah, he went the distance.
That's crazy.
Doubling up.
I remember you told me about that. My neighbor, he stay right here. Him and his son, they train at the gym. They coaches and they train with Damon Nicholson over there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's a tough dude, man.
Yeah. And Billy knocked his ass out though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna go to distance with him, Billy, because I thought he was tough. When I seen him in there yelling at Andre, ass, "Come on, that's all you got? I'm a black warrior." Nigga was in there. Andre was just fired on his ass. He was just going crazy. I said, "What the fuck?" He in there yelling and shit. But I can't really say I had no favorites. I mean, I do the Patreon thing. I get my predictions. I hit my predictions pretty often. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking wizard or nothing like that. I mean, I get shit wrong too, but I feel like every time I get one right, I get super excited. You know what I'm saying? I get the same feeling as when I get it. It doesn't matter which fight. It's just like, you know, every fight you get right, it lets you know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? I more so like to do it just to see if I'm right, more than trying to make bread, because you need bread to really make bread. And since I ain't got a lot of bread, oftentimes I can't make a lot of bread. So for me, it's just, can I get it right? You know what I mean? But
word.
But yeah, I don't really have a favorite, man. I mean,
you know what? I hate to think about a bet that I don't make and then the shit hit. Oh man, it just make you.
Yeah, I know. That's tough. That's tough.
I can tell you my best one for this year.
What was that?
Norman.
Yeah, for sure.
Hang on, man.
For sure. I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought he was gonna get stopped. I mean,
I made money on that fight. I did all right on that. I mean, I haven't really did any bet like that night. You know, that going to that week, I placed a few bets.
What's crazy was I had fallen asleep during the actual fight and I missed it.
Oh man,
I was mad as shit, man. I think I don't know if I had too many beers or I was smoking. It probably was both, but I missed it and I was like, oh shit, he fucking stopped him.
It was such a great
that's
watch,
crazy. I couldn't believe that shit.
It was such a great watch because it was like Santillan was coming in with that same heat.
I still haven't seen the
bro, watch it. It's a great fight to watch. You'll see when the tide completely just swings and changes and all that.
I saw the parts where he was beating the shit out of his ass, but I gotta see, like, you know, of course, round
he
one.
stunned on him too. Crazy. Did the pose and like,
I seen that shit. But hey, he said he was gonna do it. He said he was gonna do it, man. He said he was gonna show him.
Yeah, man.
That was the perfect style from Norman, man. That was a motherfucker
that
that
was
gonna
a
come
perfect
forward and lay on your motherfucking chest, and you're not gonna outdog Norman, man.
Who was more perfect, Villa for Boots or Giovanni for Norman?
Villa for Boots.
Yeah, I gotta say Villa for Boots, man.
Yeah, because we was able to see that too with the Rashidi comparison. We knew when we saw how that fight played out with Rashidi that Boots was definitely gonna handle Villa. Although I didn't think it would take Boots 10 rounds for Villa. I thought he'd get him out of there a little quicker. But Villa was a tough dude too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he took some punishment.
Yeah, he did, but Boots played around a lot too. That's I'm waiting on the day where we don't see that nigga playing around.
So you saying he playing with his food?
Nah,
yeah,
I
he be
think
doing
he
this
has
sometimes.
ADHD, bro. He ain't playing with his food.
Oh my god.
Damn.
You said he
Hey,
got ADHD.
my man.
What?
I'm
He
serious,
probably
bro.
do, bro.
Look,
He probably
check this
do.
out. How
Go
can
ahead,
you
I'm listening,
start
bro.
playing
Explain this
around?
shit.
How can
Explain
you be
this.
stunt? How can you be shining on the motherfucker? And then all of a sudden you just hang out on the ropes and look in the crowd and get distracted, bro.
Yeah.
You ever hear how Boots be talking? Like, I don't have no smoke with the brother, man. Please,
Yeah, he do be kind of
I
talking
come
like
in peace, damn. But
Are
dude
you
be
good?
talking. He never. I'm talking to the masses, cause niggas be snitching on this bitch, man. Dropping
Niggas
links
definitely be out here
anonymously.
telling, dog.
They be up
What they
here.
gonna do?
Did you, all I say is he'll be doing the interview and he look off to the left, like he ain't talking to the camera. You know, I mean, yeah, I said, when I try, I'm gonna step on him. What? Open your fucking mouth,
I'm a
dog.
smoke
Like,
you. I'm a smoke you.
I'm gonna smoke
I
him.
can't even say that shit.
I get the title. I get the title. It's over. It's stuff. Just step on. Step on. Step on. You know, he say the same shit. Oh, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be at home. It's like kicking my feet up. He said that shit for freaking Crowley, and then he turned around and said the same thing when he got the new opponent. You know, at David Avanesian, it's gonna be like at home, kick my feet up.
Yeah.
Dude, he loses his focus in the ring, man. And Norman ain't
Right.
gonna let you get away with that shit.
That's what it's crazy you say that. I told somebody that Najee from Cigar Talk that like if Boots and Crawford would happen, he would fold under pressure because again, he had to respect the person he in the ring with and all that shit he do would not happen. Like he wouldn't be able to play around. He wouldn't be able to get away with a lot of things. So I think he'd end up just damn near when he get hit, he'd probably fucking fall on the ground from all the pressure.
No, it would not. It wouldn't. It would be a slow burn. But
Yeah, it was slow burn.
But I told you he's never been
No, I
in a
know
fight.
this. Yeah, I know this. I'm just playing.
Yeah, man. Now, if he gets the opportunity to be in that position, then
Okay.
maybe because you never know till you know.
True.
I don't think a Karen rematch is going to do that for him, and that's another thing I'd say. Norman is going back to going to 300K, but you know what? If he do that 3 times, even without a freaking Teo fight, he's active, defending his champion, and he's 23 years old and progressing. And
Excuse
Boots
me?
is fighting a
He's
fight
progressing
that
off
nobody.
Korean rematch?
No, I'm talking about Norman.
Okay.
I said, but for Boots, he's stuck going to face a rematch that no one wants to see.
Yeah, for
No,
true.
if
I do
Norman
want to see
would fight, people are gonna fly in from different parts of the country. Nobody's doing that for a Karen fight.
Yeah,
I want to see the rematch. I want to see if he'll knock him out.
No thanks.
Man, and we ain't gonna act like Korean wasn't touching Boots up when he decided to engage in the 12th round. He was touching Boots up in that small short period, that window. But man, if he gonna get in there and move like this, and when it comes to boxing and trying to build Boots up, man, Korean might go in there and get stopped just because of the conspiracies of boxing to be, man. You know what I'm saying? If the C in my initials is conspiracy, okay, cool. I'll stick with it then. Fuck it.
I'm just teasing you, bro.
I don't want to see no Korean truth can go in there and get knocked out in the rematch, man.
Oh,
damn, for real.
Hey, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. I'm about to go get something to eat real quick. I appreciate y'all letting me pull up. Yo,
All right,
boy,
Pop.
Yeah. Salute
Do
you,
your
Pop.
thing, Pop.
That's a blessing.
Yeah,
No, I'm
nah.
just saying if he throws the fight, because I don't think Boots will knock him out in the rematch either.
Damn. That's crazy work, OG. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think if he knocks him out, it just like I said, it shows his development, his improvement. You know that he is growing as a fighter.
He couldn't knock out Avanesia in the Blunts. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. He couldn't even knock out Avanesia. Has been stopped.
Now that's one
clean by Green Machine and Crawford, bro. He couldn't even stop him.
That's the one. That's the one too that I think was definitely paid for. Talking about the lady, because remember the lady said she misunderstood that they wanted to continue fighting, but I guess the language barrier or whatever, she mistook it as they didn't want to fight no more.
Oh,
nah,
the
man,
motherfucking doctor,
man.
Yeah.
That was bullshit. That's what that was. It wasn't a freaking language barrier, you know. And then you have to look at what Chudikin's done since fighting Jaron Ennis. What has he done? He's had right, and 2 out of those 3 fights, bro, has been TKOs. You know, even though they weren't in the U.S. and we don't know who the fuck they were. I'm just saying.
Yeah, when he beat
Harry,
he beat Harry Scarf. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Harry, like
who the fuck is Harry Scarf, dog?
Harry Scarf. Harry Scarf beat.
Hey, you see that nigga box rec picture, Harry Scarf? I remember looking at Harry Scarf. I said he looked like Harry Scarf, dude.
That's crazy though. When I think of a Harry scarf, I'm thinking like a scarf I have with my cat then laid on it or something. You know, it's a
Listen, man. Right? Over there across the pond, overseas, Harry Scarf took care of Cal Esuman, who's a sturdy, experienced fighter. You know what I'm saying? Which landed him to fight.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He had an O on his record.
Which landed him to fight with Chukazian. And yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Chukazian took care of him.
Chukazian beat him. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to Cal Esuman was the one who was supposed to beat Harry Scarf and get that fight and be up there fighting Boots. It was supposed to be Cal Esuman, who's just now trying to come back after beating Owen Cooper. But Owen Cooper was a prospect, but that was for a European welterweight championship. What they fought for.
Let me ask you, anybody on the panel, a technical question when it comes to this motherfucking ranking system. Y'all call him, I'm calling Karan. Karan has 1 fight in the US of A, Jaron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the last time he was even in the US. But look, he loses a decision and he hops out of the US grid again and picks up 3 more wins. How does he, and he fight nobody? You know what I'm saying? How do you end up back as a mandatory for Boots with that type of motherfucking 3 fights?
You want to know? Can I go first?
You go first, but if you're wrong, I'm jumping in.
I no doubt. I think ranking system wise is a multiple facets for this division. The lack of amount of people that you would prop up on the level. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna come back. Hold up, I'm gonna fall back for a minute because I think it's more. It's definitely a lot to it, but I don't want to say anything wrong. But I know that Karen got back into that position. But who's the one surrounding them? Did they do anything to solidify their spot?
Right. He got back into the position because he had the IBF Intercontinental Welterweight title.
Yeah,
the regional titles, them Commonwealth titles, the British boxing titles.
So you're saying Conor Benn couldn't have access to the IBF Intercontinental because he's still banned over there in the BBBOC.
That could be the case. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't go back over there and bump his way up with them regional titles, grab the Commonwealth, grab the European welterweight titles. That's how they keep them dudes in there. So after he lost to Ennis, he had a fight, and then he had a fight because he had already won the IBF Intercontinental in a vacant. That's how he got to Jaron Ennis in the first place. Well, he got that title back, stopping another dude, you know what I'm saying, after Ennis.
See, so now the fact that you said another dude just tells me that the welterweight freaking ranking system is trash.
Yeah, well, every
you said another dude, and you don't even
because they all in different regions, right? So we don't know all the Germans, we don't know all the Ukrainians.
That's the trash part of the ranking system because
it another
doesn't
dude
go that deep. It's 15 people. It's 15 fighters in each ranking system. and you said another dude. I would have said another dude.
But you got the right, but you got the regional level dudes, you know what I'm saying? We don't know them because
Man,
they
come on,
just
dog.
they
Like you
just
say
the
the regional
regular
dude.
they just regular level guys fighting
He
in
said you
Germany, you
got
know what
the
I'm saying?
regional level dudes, like it changes the perspective.
For real, you got domestic level and then you got world level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
know, man, but it's trash, man. It's trash at the end of
well
the day
then
because
how would we
you had
have fighters from
Alexis
all over the
Rocha.
world?
No, I'm talking about like what you're saying some check marks in it, but I'm not more so asking you per se.
He
I'm
said,
just saying
Right.
how can the format be like that? How can he can lose to Jerron Ennis, but yeah he picks up the IBF international intercontinental, and then he do this. Where's all the other big names? You know what I'm saying? The Alexis
that's the
Rocha
thing.
at one point that was a big hype. Look, Nicholas Flash finally in the freaking ranking system. That's who they sleep. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas Flash still up there. He rising
Yeah.
up there now, but the ranking system is pretty dense, man. At a welterweight division right now, you can go down like 1 through 5. That's about it.
That's a
That's it.
fact. But they all get to that point. Fight like Flash will be there, but he just fought on Pro Box. Remember, he
Yeah,
been fighting his last few
yeah.
fights been on Pro
On
Box. He
Pro
just got
Box, yeah.
the continental title for the WBA.
Correct. You're right.
So all them again, yeah, that's how they filter it out. Is okay, you win these belts, we'll move your ass
Right.
along till you get to
And
that
Exactly.
then
silver title.
Gabriel Maestre, the one who clearly lost to Michael Fox, came in there with motherfucking. He got caught cheating, and he's still in the top 10. And I think he just recently took a loss. I think but
You said he got caught cheating.
yeah, cause they thumbed his gloves, man. They thumbed his gloves, bro, and the ref caught it.
We was
So
talking, hey, yeah, we was talking about Maestro earlier, but last when
Yeah.
we brought up Stanionis was taking them shots
yeah,
about his
they was
chin.
massaging the padding away from his knuckles and putting the
Damn.
tape around to keep the padding away from his knuckles. And the referee, and what it does is make your gloves where it's supposed to be thin and make it look like a balloon. And the referee said, no, you got to change that out. Allowed him to change it. He goes in there, clearly loses the fight. Team Fox petitions, and the shit get denied. And this dude only got two victories at the time. Man, that's
Yeah.
bullshit. He's still in the rankings, bro.
That's crazy. He did beat he fucked Trayvon Marshall up though, but Trayvon was a prospect though. I ain't gonna
He was a prospect. That's what I'm saying. There ain't no way you can give Trayvon any higher, status than a prospect, man. And he
lie.
knocked him out. God
Yeah.
damn.
He did.
Yeah. I
Woo.
seen that. That shit was crazy.
And
God
quick
damn,
too. That shit was
Trayvon. I
fast.
seen him in person. I was like, shit.
Ain't Trayvon from ain't he from around here, right? He from like Maryland or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that.
That's crazy, man. I felt bad for the dude. I can't lie.
Yeah,
The
he
young
was all
kid.
in the ropes and shit, man. That was bad. Then we got the OTX popping off. I might roll down that motherfucker.
I can't
You know.
stand that OTX shit, man. That shit is crazy. Having
You
your
know,
money played with on overtime
yeah.
rounds in boxing?
Yeah.
Hell nah.
The crazy part about OTX, and I ain't trying to offend nobody and shit, but I just look at certain fighters. They are now um, just relegating their interest to OTX. You know what I'm saying? When you look on
Really?
their box rec, they're gonna have like 5 to 8 fights of OTX.
Mm.
They just trying to stay locally here in GA and do the OTX cards, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, I like OTX, man. Real talk. I like it. It's just certain fighters that I think that should be getting higher fights.
Mm.
They're at the OTX, bro. They like. I mean, they bring in interest to Georgia when it comes to boxing because we need it.
All
That's
right.
what I thought. Norman said. Norman wanted to. I guess in the contract say he beat Boots. The second fight, I don't know if that was ever in paper, but the second fight, the rematch is gonna be down here in GA. That would have been a good fight,
Yeah, for sure.
just like Tank. We haven't had no big fights down here. Top rank through
Yeah.
one, PBC through that couple. You know, we struggling down here, bro. Besides the OTX.
I think that's even more of a reason for Norman Jr. to just stay at top rank. Don't worry about that boost fight, man. Keep fighting. Get you a main event in Georgia. That would be crazy, bro. That would be fire.
Well,
Yeah, I
he
think
can't lead top rank there, Blunts, because he just picked up the title, so that's an extension.
Right. Not like
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not like leave, like worry about fighting Boots. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
leave Boots alone. Just stay. Keep doing what you're doing at top rank, and get that because they're gonna bring you home. They're gonna bring you home.
They're gonna have
Just
to.
like they bring Keyshawn home. Keyshawn contender. Brian's the champion. They're gonna bring him home. I'm pretty sure Adrian Clark, the way I heard him talk today on TBV, he gonna make sure they get him home. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that they want. So that would be dope. That's all he need. And hopefully, like I said, man, they pay him anywhere from 250 to 5, man. So we could laugh in their face like, man, this fool just fought 2 times and already made it. He made a milli, man. Y'all wanted that nigga to fight Boost? He ain't need that nigga. And if he fight T.O., even better, man. I hope he beat T.O. too. A lot of people feel like he can.
Yeah, I think he can.
Speaking of T.O., I think it's a rumor mill that T.O. is kind of like hinting that Norman might be next. He might actually step up to the plate. I don't know.
That's
This is
interesting.
I hope
I
so.
don't know nothing though. I don't know nothing.
You good?
Yeah, you never know with T.O., man. He's a master manipulator, and he put some shit out there, and he got to get back into his. He got to get back into his mojo. He got to get his mojo back with manipulating the medias. He been clout chasing Crawford and just be saying some off the wall crazy shit.
Exactly,
People ain't
bro.
really locking on like they used to. They ain't locking on to it no more, man.
With what Norman said about Crawford reaching out to help him fight Boots.
Yes, he really wasn't confirmed, but that's what it seemed like. Go ahead.
I hope that he will reach out to help with T.O. as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you know what? You just said that he definitely would. Yeah, a matter of fact, I'm glad you just he'll do that. I can see that. You like fuck T.O. I'ma help. Fuck that.
And then be at the fight.
Hell yeah, be at the fight, stand to get beat up. That's gonna be hilarious.
Matter of fact, I hope Senior team up with Bo Mac. Team up with Bo Mac. Senior be on the side. Let Bo Mac take the reins. Just let Bo Mac take the reins. See,
man,
one time,
that would be the best fight.
That would be cold
ever.
shit.
Hell
that would be
yeah.
some cold shit.
What?
If Senior took a step back and let Norman take the reins in the T.O. fight.
Yeah. Crawford is willing to work with Norman. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I ain't hearing that from B&B though. So where your source came from? Where you hear that at?
Shit,
Norman said it on TBV. OG. Norman
basically insinuated.
Okay, there you go. Hey, look, I don't follow boxing like that. I be reading mixed martial arts and BJJ. I just seen Nicky Rod win the BJJ. Championships. Craig Jones, freaking Invitational, CJI. I was over there looking at that shit, dog. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it wasn't today. It was some days ago.
I'm gonna check that shit out though. Real talk.
Yeah, I might. if I could, I don't know, Balash, if you could find it or something, let me know.
That'd be good, man. That's
yeah.
Switch that shit up, man.
I should have freaking.
It was some days ago though, for sure. It wasn't.
Yeah, I did it short, but I'll send you the whole thing.
Go over there to Colorado, get that Colorado Springs freaking elevation.
Matter of fact, let me see some. If y'all can give me a couple seconds, I can pull it up now.
You see what they did to the Transformer Troy Isaac? That nigga looks different.
Man.
Oh yeah,
what that nigga man?
Bo Mac, lackluster. I agree. Definitely lackluster.
That nigga
Troy
look different. Now.
Man, you ain't lying, dog. That nigga Troy Isley looking super promising under Bo Mac.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Like he up there too, man. Bo Mac, Robert Garcia.
People still tagging me and shit.
Let me pull this up real quick so I can listen to it. Cause let me see some. I'm gonna just go straight to the point. Right here. I'm trying to hear. Bear with me for now. And then I just shared it. If you want me to share the screen, play it. Not yet. Hold on. Let me first find it. Because technically, he put the words in his mouth, like he insinuated, Nestor. He be always doing that shit. And he like, I never said that, but he kind of pulled it out of him. All right, here we go. So let me know when you want me to, I can share my screen and shit.
All right, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I want. Oh, man. Yeah. Yes, sir. We gonna watch the weigh-ins too. Yeah. Hey, yo, I want to ask, hey, Combat.
Yeah.
You think Crawford got a chance against Canelo?
Of course I do.
Oh, I'm asking because
Of course.
some people think
Yes,
no,
sir.
seriously. Right. Some people think I'm
Who would
crazy.
I be to say, yeah, he got a chance, man? Because people just think they want to ignore Canelo got them bad knees, and they talking
Oh,
about
yeah, I forgot about that.
Crawford is getting older, but when you get them bad knees, that means you're not going to be as mobile as you like. But I think it'll be a good fight. Real talk. It'll be a
Yeah.
tough fight for both. So if Canelo is turning around and saying, I want to fight because nobody want to see, Crawford fight Fundora, cool. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting on OG to whip up some hot grease, a live set, not a hot grease, but a live about Canelo coming out and saying that he wasn't saying the Crawford fight still can't happen next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought that was real interesting. That came out like a day or two ago. I sent you that and I'm like, man, what? Oh, so now you changing your tune again? Somebody said like the numbers for Berlanga must not be selling how they thought. So now he coming back, doubling
That
back,
could be the
talking about
case,
somehow
bro.
we can still fight.
He said
Yeah,
it
'cause
was easy money, but then he turned around and say, act like he wasn't interested. So if he's easy
Right.
money, make the fight. That fight will blow up so huge, man. Like,
What? Yeah, we got to go to
God
that.
damn.
I got to meet all y'all.
Yeah, man, that'll be a fight that people actually try to go to, man.
Hell yeah. Mexico versus so how this dude on Twitter said it, what it's gonna be if it happened, it would be Team USA versus Mexico.
Yeah, see, my dog Fotex, he said Canelo saying that because the Berlanga fight, the Bumlanga fight, not doing well.
Yeah, they've been saying Bumlanga, man. Damn, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So I
That
mean,
is.
shit, hey, listen.
Bumlanga. I swear, boxing fan, man, they can be savage sometimes for real.
No, yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean,
know
you knock out your first 16 opponents, and then next thing you know, they bump you up in competition, and you start going the distance. I mean, that don't look too. That's a red flag right there. That's a red
How many
flag.
losses he got though? I mean, don't that still count for something?
You're right.
Plus,
That's
they was
why you got
promoting
the
him on
fight.
Hey,
UFC.
if he never would have hopped his ass up on the top rope and talking about I'm a monster, he would have been okay. But
Cause I ain't gonna lie, they when I found out about him, the UFC was promoting him because he was at their facility. I was like, ooh, like 2-3 years ago. Yeah, it's like 2-3 years ago, I think. He was at their facility training. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Edgar Berlanga. Okay. I looked him up a little bit, but I didn't care to watch it until later on. But that's why I found out about him from UFC all access thing.
He said he trash. No one asked for that shit. Yeah, man. We ain't asked for it, but I think it's still going. I think it'll still deliver for sure.
Yeah. The undercard will be decent, Yeah.
I can't. I don't know how. I really don't know
Yeah.
how to feel about the undercard with Danny
No, I feel you.
Garcia being as inactive as he's been, Lar being as old as he is. The fight's at a catch weight. It's not even at 160. It's at 157.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Trevor McCumbee, never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? I watched plenty of boxing. Never heard of him once at all.
Yeah, he like on the low.
I mean, and Rolly fighting whoever he's fighting. I mean, again,
Yeah.
Don't know what to expect. The whole thing don't make sense if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, but it is what it is. Shit. UFC is pretty cool with Bud. Yeah, I seen Bud linked up with a bunch of UFC fighters and shit like that.
No, yeah, Dana said he the dude that if he would have came to UFC, he'd do something. So that's why Dana White would love to work with Bud. You know, Bud ain't gonna fuck with UFC, so they don't pay him. But yeah, that's what that is.
I mean, I won't want to see.
Me either. Yeah, it's
him
like
go
it
over
don't
to
make
the UFC right
exactly.
now unless he been working. Like
Yeah,
Lomachenko,
exactly.
a lot of people don't know about Lomachenko, but he definitely know mixed martial arts.
Yeah,
But,
I was seeing a video. I didn't even know. Yeah,
he's been practicing that his whole life. You know what I'm saying? But people just think he boxes. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, Shakur Stevenson talking about he'll fuck Lomachenko up. I'm like, I don't think so in a street fight.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You don't think so in the street fight or in the boxing? The street fight.
In a street fight, like
probably.
he was going at Lomachenko in the audience.
Yeah, like you can
in
fight out.
know. So I'm saying when it comes down to a street fight, they ain't gonna be squaring up with no hands. Like Lomachenko kick him in the leg. These brothers have to understand that shit hurts.
Yeah.
That shit, you got nerves in your shit. That shit hurt, bro.
And after seeing Shakur's street performance, I'm not too impressed. You know what I'm saying? At all.
Shit, that was what, when he was like 18?
I mean, I wouldn't give a damn how old he was. That shit was
It
weak.
matters. I'm pretty sure he was weak. Fuck out of some niggas.
That shit was weak.
Man,
but
people need to understand when you say beat the fuck out somebody. Like this ain't boxing, bro. Like
no, in the street. That's what I'm talking about.
Like let's just say
average dude,
say a heavyweight, a big dude, fight Shakur Stevenson. Okay, one thing, if he knows anything about Shakur, is what we know, what we're claiming.
Left hand.
No power.
No power. So that I'm saying to myself, I feel good about getting closer, so I can put, I'm not worried.
Man,
you grab his t-shirt, you grab him by his shirt and throw him on the ground and sit on him. It's over with. It's over with. He ain't getting up.
Certain scenarios might work out, bro. Like I'm not saying that's my scenario. I'm just saying certain scenarios when I know you don't have no power and you small. You look, this 135 to 240.
Right,
man,
right.
Come on now.
Yeah, but he
man.
When he got no power is crazy. He got power.
When
bro,
I saw Caleb Plant slip and fall when he was at the when he got into that little altercation. I'm like, bro, that could have ended up real bad. It could have ended up bad for Caleb, man. You know what I'm saying? If it was a group of niggas there and you end up on the ground and they start stomping you out, I mean, you this ultimate boxer, but you slipped and fell, dude. That could have been the end. You know what I mean?
Old boy pushed him like Ryan had some real niggas with him. Real talk. They was mixed martial art dudes. He told them one thing about MMA dudes. They say, "Hey, chill, man. I ain't gonna do shit. Chill. Don't come near. And Caleb ain't no punk, man. Caleb is not no punk, bro. You know what I'm saying? He'll throw them hands. He did it with Benavidez when they pulled up to the gym. He did the shit with Charlo. I've been warning him.
Yeah.
Fotex said Loma will kill Shakur on the street.
I don't know about that, but that's crazy.
I think he will, bro. I mean,
you think he'll kill him?
Look, Balash, look at this shit. I've been overseas, man. I've seen different schools of these foreign and how they respect martial arts and combat. It's much different. I'm not saying there's no schools over here that don't respect martial arts, but them dudes are different, bro.
Yeah, I get that.
Professors all the way down. You ain't doing no social media in them schools over there. You ain't doing no films, dog. You are straight respecting time you walk through, and you're on the mat. You on the dojo. It's respect. You thinking about the art. You practicing the art. It ain't no setting the camera up in that bitch. Right. That's why you don't see niggas from overseas.
Yeah, but boxing the art as well.
Like go to Thailand and be in a Muay Thai school and think you're gonna post videos and shit like that. And no, it ain't happening.
No, yeah, I know they don't. Yeah, but definitely want to kill him.
We'll be interesting.
I just think it'll be different. Like some of these cats that actually know some other fighting skill. I mean, you don't have to know a lot, but you just have to know enough to hit certain areas. I
Right,
mean,
pressure points and stuff.
yeah, certain boxers, yeah, they can do damage in the street. Hell yeah, for
I
sure.
saw this one clip. They were I don't know. It was the craziest shit. Like they were playing around with each other, and there was this nerve in the back of this dude's, like the back of this dude's foot, like that
Oh
little
shit.
tendon or whatever from the heel of your foot to like where your leg begins. I guess you could say that. I guess it connects your leg like to your ankle, right behind your ankle. And they were standing up, and he pinched that dude, and that dude just hit the floor. It was like paralyzed or some shit. I was like, what? Like it was like he was doing the little video and shit. Then they rolled up behind him, and the first guy, he tried to press on it, but he fucked it up. So the dude came back to get him, and the dude got his right, pressed on the back of the dude's ankle, and dude just was down. He was just down the defenses. That was some of the craziest shit in the world. I said, bro, like the body really like,
Yeah, so much.
that's crazy, bro. It's
If
like
you take
pressure points.
if you grab somebody
man.
the wrist like for wrestling, so to speak, it throws a judoko. If you gain control of, just say your primary focus is the left arm, and you have outside on the inside grip, that means you're holding on to the wrist, and you have an underhook, so to speak, on the bicep. If you take that let's just say my right hand is the palm that's facing to the sky. If you take your thumb and shove it up somebody's armpit while pulling down on their wrist, that shit
Mm-hmm.
hurt like a motherfucker. That's just like a basic nerve type of defense or restraint. That's all. You pull down on the wrist while you push your thumb up in the armpit of somebody. Your armpit is very, very sensitive. A lot of people ignore the shit because you don't have to worry about your armpit. But when it comes to martial arts, that's one of the ways you can restrain somebody when they're on their feet and standing up. You just take your thumb, pull it up in their armpit at a certain, you have to, in a certain, you have a nerve up there, you have several nerves in your armpit while you're pulling down on their wrists across your body.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's bad, real bad. It sounds funny, but it don't feel funny.
Nah.
Yeah, fuck that. Alberto, appreciate you, man, putting in the OT. The stream been going a minute. Yes, sir, man. Told you I need to start using this thing. What round y'all got Bumlanger going now? I need some cash. Listen, man.
You gonna watch
I'll get this one out for free, man. I'm thinking 5-8.
5-8.
FanDuel got a prop. They got all around props. They got 1-6,
for real?
7-12. They got 1-4,
Mm-hmm.
5-8, and then 9-12. And then they got the smaller groups like 1-2, 3-4, 5-6. Take it 5-8 all day.
Yeah.
Are you
That's
doing a
possible.
parlay off that?
I might straight bet that because I'm pretty sure that'll be
Okay.
decent. I can look at it right now. It's just the
No, I'm
fight.
saying off the fight.
Oh yeah, off
Type
the,
of
off the
parlay
card.
you doing off the card, rather.
Off
Yeah.
the card, yeah, definitely. I think Rolly by knockout, Canelo by knockout, Danny Garcia by decision, and I think Caleb Plant might. I don't know, man. He might whoop McCumbie's ass, man. Caleb got a lot of frustration. He's been in a lot of altercations. I can see him beating the hell out of McCumbie. It might be more exciting. I mean, a card as lackluster as that nobody asked for, it better be nothing but knockouts. I ain't even gonna lie.
I thought you said earlier you didn't have, I don't know if it was you didn't have faith in Danny Garcia's inactivity to come back and win against Lara.
No, it's not that I don't have faith for him to win. I just don't like the fight because of the inactivity and the catch weight and Lara's old. I just don't care for the fight, but I got Danny winning for sure, and the catch weight should be the reason why he wins. Plus 194,
160 is different.
Yeah, you gonna suck whatever life the old man has in him and take it out of him, making it at 157. I think that's just crazy, bro. Like Lara already old, dude. Like, so you gonna suck him down and drain him too? Come on, man. But Danny Garcia plus 194, that's free money, man. That could be
plus 194. God damn, that's pretty decent.
And Danny ain't never been knocked out. If I'm
no, he ain't never been knocked out, but Blue Blood tried to put it out there. I had to correct him so respectfully.
I think we remember that one. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Nigga said, "Goddamn, he was Errol Spence stopped Danny Garcia. Stop it."
Yeah, let me see how that parlay look.
Yeah.
Rolly Romero's a minus 250 to win his fight. Caleb Plant, Danny Garcia, and Canelo 5-8. Canelo 5-8 is plus 195. Look at that. That's that probably means that's gonna be the time. 1-4 is plus 450.
Yeah.
5-8 is plus 195, and 9-12 is plus 270. So they paying the least for 5-8. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 5-8 rounds, man.
5-8 for Canelo Belanga. Interesting.
That parlay right there, Romero money line minus 250, Caleb Plant money line at minus 1300, Danny Garcia 194, Canelo 5-8 195 is plus 1,207. Bet $100. Bet $100, win $1,200. That's the winner right there.
Shit. That's a dangerous parlay though.
Man,
I don't know why the hell you keep on putting Rolly in that bitch, man. I
OG.
don't have no confidence in his ass.
You got the bookies got a minus 250. They know what's going on here.
That's a nice little payout though. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a nice payout for $100.
You say the whole parlay you win what?
1,200. And think about this: 3 of those fights are all money lines. If Danny Garcia and Erislandy Lara go to a draw, that fight will void. Your parlay don't lose. You still in the game.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. So all Danny got is he just got to win. If Lara win, of course, then it's cooked. But you know, you at that point, I think you just take Lara by decision. You could probably do another parlay for 50 to cover your ass, or take the fight to go the distance and stay out of the. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of that. I mean, Lara probably won't get the knockout because it'd be drained. Danny ain't never been knocked out, so fight to go the distance.
That's a nice little payout right there.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say this right
for
now.
Canelo freaking Belanga. So that's another shake one to me because I'm looking at his last 45 fights is went the distance.
Absolutely, but he's knocked all of them down. And Berlanga is probably the worst amongst them all. And the most inexperienced.
Damn.
For sure.
That would be heartbreaking for Belanga for Charlo to go the distance, but he don't.
Ooh, damn. You're right. But I think Berlanga said he's gonna break Canelo's face up. He said he's gonna break some shit in Canelo's face. Like, I believe Berlanga's and the style of fighting, like Berlanga's not a boxer. He has trouble with boxers. Had trouble with Angulo, had trouble with Quigley. Those dudes are like more pure boxers than punchers. So Berlanga's gonna come forward and try to out IQ Canelo, as he said. I just don't think it's gonna work out for him.
Out IQ, he's smoking crack. Good, pure crack. If he think he has an IQ that's better than Canelo's, come on, he's smoking some different type of shit.
I'm telling you. You heard what Canelo told Caleb? I think, matter of fact, you did it. I think you did the reaction to it. You think you have more IQ than him? You think you have?
Don't worry, Caleb. Caleb, take care of it, Caleb. You think you have higher IQ than me? No,
bad.
There ain't no way he got higher IQ than Canelo. Man, ain't no way, bro.
Man, Canelo went down the list. You think you have higher IQ than Lara?
Yeah.
Miguel Cotto. Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he going to bed, man. But that's what Canelo needs, man. Canelo needs a knockout. I think that's what has everybody saying that he's past his prime. He doesn't have it anymore. He doesn't get any knockouts. This one to revitalize the career a little bit. And I believe it could be devastating as well. Devastating knockout.
Man, yeah, I'm a bounce, man. I got down this OTX shit. It's just
that shit is getting ready to come on in a little bit.
Oh, she has boxing or
OTX? Yeah, they got a
come
card
on
tonight.
Friday, bro.
Okay.
It's gonna be a good card too.
Yeah. You got Elijah Pierce. He made weight. So
Bet.
Elijah Pierce is coming back on deck. He just need to stay focused because he got rocked pretty good.
Man, that fight was crazy. He was almost out of there.
Yeah, he was almost out of there, man.
His last fight?
I think so. Yep. He got
he got knocked into the ropes, man. Those the worst knockouts, man. Like he was hurt bad into the ropes, bro. I mean, he is trying to, emulate the Ben Whitaker. I don't know who's emulating who. I know they're trying to emulate Emmanuel Augustus, but sometimes he have success with it. But when you get with a boxer that can time that shit right, you can land the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Whitaker, I don't know how far he's gonna get with that type of style, but
yeah, I think he's gonna stop that once he find a contender.
Y'all said Ben Whitaker?
Yeah.
Style he do. I don't watch no Ben for real, man.
No, yeah, I've been know about Ben for a little bit.
For real? It's like, no, I'm playing. Yeah, Ben. Well, he's been doing that though. Ever since he was in the amateurs and all that, like that.
Yeah.
He's been like that. He's like a showboaty type fighter. I mean, yeah, when he gets in there with some hot smoke, he definitely won't be able to play around like that though.
Yeah.
I hope they make Khalil Cole versus Ben Whitaker. But all right, OG, I ain't gonna hold you up, man.
Yo, man, appreciate it, man. Y'all stay locked in with Blunts, man. For his odds betting, man.
Appreciate
subscribe to his Patreon. He definitely is educated in that department. And shout out to Balash and everybody that's in the chat, man. Peace.
Yep.
Peace.
Salute.
Fotex, Blue Ball still around. Haven't seen or heard from him in a hot year. He went silent after the fish fry. You talking about Blue Blood?
I guess so.
How much is payout for Canelo round 5 to 8? So 100 and plus 195 means if you bet $100, you make $195. Just on 5 to 8 alone. Is it worth betting everything and taking out a little loan on that? Sheesh. I wouldn't necessarily do that, man. I always encourage everybody to gamble responsibly. You know what I mean? It's worth, depends on your budget. If you're somebody who makes a lot of money and can afford to throw away $100, throw away $100. It's not something I'd put $10,000 on, but if you got those kind of balls, then let them hang. Pause. Does Berlanga got IQ? I highly doubt that. Who knows, man? It's yet to be seen. What if it goes a distance? What will the critics say? They'll definitely say Canelo is past his shit. He's fucking faded. And yeah, so that's why I believe, and the bookies believe too. As a looking at this, I didn't even know till just now, but plus 195, shit. We all on the same page, it seems. You know what I'm saying? I think it makes the most sense. Trust me, I think it makes the most sense, man. Canelo, Berlanga have a good few rounds, and Canelo, as he does, will start to cook around 4 and 5 rounds. After that, shit's gonna get real fucking wicked. The thing is, Berlanga ain't got feet. He ain't got feet.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be there for all them shots. He's gonna try to high guard, keep it tight. Yeah, could be 1 to 6. It'll probably keep it tight, high guard. But Canelo, that damage will start to sink in. I think Charlo got dropped in like round 7. I mean, round 5, he's gonna begin to feel that shit, and I think he'll soften up. I forgot what round he got dropped by Corceres too.
I forgot.
Berlanga did, yeah, when he got put on his shit. It's gonna be early, man. 5 to 8. I don't see it going any longer than that. Or you want to be risky, just take 7 to 12.
Yeah,
just take 7 to 12. But I wouldn't miss out on the 5. I ain't gonna lie, because I could see 5 to 6. Can you guys touch on Floyd switching out the referee mid-fight last week? All I can say is it's Floyd's event. It's an exhibition. It wasn't a sanctioned fight, so he's paying that referee to be there. He fired him mid-fight and hired the other referee just like that. I mean,
yep, that's all.
When you got money, you can do stuff like that.
Especially in an exhibition. Keyword.
I tweeted about that shit. I think if you saw that on Twitter, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, Alberto, but I was like, yeah, I ain't never seen no shit like that, man. He just got the referee up out of here mid-fight. Talk to me.
Mm-hmm. Fight would have been stopped.
That parlay is actually really crazy. I really believe in that motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie, man. $100, $1,200 is crazy bread. Yeah, let me remove that though. Shit. Let me see. What time is the first fight tonight on OTX? I might fuck around and do a watch party for the OTX fights. I do have the zone. I am subscribed to the zone, so that's probably something that I can catch. Let me just see what time the first fight is. Let's look at Francisco Veron Instagram page. I'm pretty sure he had the thing laid out for everybody. Let's see post. Actually, all I gotta do is pull up the zone. I'm tripping. Pierce versus San Martin.
Oh, okay.
Canelo versus Belanga, $90 on the zone. Crazy fucking work. Today at 1900 hours. So 7:30 p.m. Pierce versus San Martin is going down on the zone. I am gonna go live for that, most likely. Fight watch. If my boy Balaj want to do that, we could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And as of right now, I'm gonna jump off this thing. I'm gonna go wash my nuts. My lady finna come home. I might want to drop my nuts on her head when she walks through the door. I did a little workout earlier, so they kind of hot right now. So I need them things fresh. And then we'll be back to go live and watch these motherfucking fights tonight. Hopefully, we get to see some bullshit ass controversial shit like we saw the last time when that shit where dude won the fight. Then they gave it an overtime round and they fucked everybody's money up and didn't want to pay. That shit was crazy, bro. Had people calling their sports book trying to get their money.
Damn.
So I'm gonna try to start going live as much as possible, as often as possible. If I could do it every day, I'll do it every day. If I could do it every day multiple times a day, I'll do it every day multiple times a day. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, fucking with us. Me and the homie, I don't know if Balaj's gonna hang out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And not, we'll be back on this thing 7:30, 6:30 his time to watch the fights. Salute.